link via Twitch DMs, Causey, so just be ready for that. So you said NMPZ, right? And it was a best of one. Same format as the World League. Okay. Yep. I'll send you the link now, Causey. Just be ready. I think it was NMPZ yours. We'll just whisper it. I'll whisper it to you on Twitch. The link. And then you should be all good to join, and then we can get cracking. Yo, Mayo, thank you for the 35 stream streak. Appreciate it. And yeah, if anybody wants to play against me, there are channel redemptions, so you can redeem. And, you know, the earlier you do it, the more likely you're going to get your game played. But obviously, there's some matches that might be moved up the queue because of last stream. But if you do want to play against me, there should be channel rewards. So you just need to go to that and just see if you can afford any. And if you can, then maybe you want to give me a game or two. I would say one thing, that moving best of threes is not an option anymore. Although I will be doing moving best of threes for those who already redeemed it previously. There is no moving best of three option anymore because the games just take way too long for a best of three. Where can I see my Twitch DMs? There should be, if you look where your profile is and just scroll left, you will see like a shouts, a whispers, a notifications, and a new from Luna thing. So you just click where it says whispers, and you should have like a number next to it, like a red number, and that's where it should appear, unless you've muted them. But it's pretty much this for future context, Causey. But yeah, hopefully you can find that. Doesn't say whispers anywhere. It's literally it literally should be there's literally a button to click in the top right. I've just DM'd you where it is. Right, you haven't got a whisper option, right? That's a bit stupid, isn't it? I don't know how that's happened. Maybe you've set something up incorrectly, but let me just DM you the link. It shouldn't matter. But it makes things quicker, obviously, if we just do it through whispers, because obviously I don't have anyone's DMs, and I don't want to be messing about with DMs before a game. Okay, Riley, welcome in. So you are doing a no move best of three. So yep. Nobody else from the previous stream has claimed or said anything yet. Obviously, if they join, they need to say it, because I wouldn't know otherwise. But yep, Causey is here, so we're going to jump into the first game. How many times are allowed? There is a limit. There is a limit, Mayo. There is a limit. I've put a limit on it. Yeah. Okay, you've claimed the game after, okay. I'm here, but I don't know when it's my turn. Well, Mayo's... Well, I'm playing Causey now, then it's Mayo, then I guess it'll be you afterwards, but it's up to you. If you want Riley to play his game first, that's fine, but I kind of want to give people priority who do show up from the last stream to play their redeem. So, yep. If you want to play after Mayo's game, then you can then we can get that going pretty much. I'm just gonna send. How is that Minnesota? Let me just check the thing. Yep. So Mayo's an NPZ best of three, and you're a moving best of three for context. You play after Mayo? Sure. Yep. There's only a few people. Anyway, it's gonna be quick. Who knows, Jeff? I don't play much nowadays. Or nowhere near as often. Now I feel like I'm just going to get rage baited. Of course, this time it is more Dakotas. Welcome in, Stevie G. Hope all is well. But yeah, if anyone's just joining, this is the last stream before I'm away for a week, so... Yep. I hope it's not some East bait. It was Sinaloa stuff. It reminded me of some stuff near Kalima, but... Interesting. Why are the roads so badly visible here, bro? I don't know if this even is the road, but sure. Nope, it's some road. Oh, it's that bloody road. That one I'm just so used to applying on no move. It's going good, thank you. I'm just looking forward to my holiday, and obviously this being the last stream. I'm looking forward to this stream too with you guys. I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. Hope all is well for you too. Okay, it was Missouri. I should have just trusted the pavement. To be fair. Bit sus. Don't like this. We'll see. Are you going somewhere? Yeah, I'm going away to Wales for a week. It's gonna be good. Is it Spain or Italy? Yeah, I debated Italy, but I just didn't get a vibe for it as much as France for some reason. But I'm just not playing. Gonna be playing great for a while anyway. It feels like I've been so dire, to be honest. I'm gonna get baited by this shit. I feel like I'm gonna get baited. This better not be North Coast stuff. It's not even gonna be Turkey, is it? It's gonna... Bro, what is that lock? It makes sense, but why is that so weird? Oh, my days. Bloody hell. This is giving me contradicting vibes. This better not be North Carolina. I'll be actually mad. It's not going to be Tennessee, is it? I don't know what's going on here. I'm kind of conflicted. Connecticut with those road lines? Sure. I guess. What do I even get for the road angle here? I don't know. Really? I hate this game. I'm looking forward to fucking holiday. GG's, but that was fucking AIDS. I am not the... thank you for the kind words, though, but I am trash at the moment. But welcome in, Patrick. Thank you. If I play like that in when I come back, oh, I'm gonna just retire on the spot. If I'm being honest, but well played to thingy. But I was clearly not playing well there. It is what it is, though. Have any redeems? Owen with NMPs at 10 seconds, best of 3. Okay, Vamp also. Yeah, I mean we've got got some games that have priority from the previous stream. So next up we have, I believe, who was it again? It was Mayo, weren't it? But yeah, I better not play that. I better not play that in ranked all the time. I would actually consider doing another hobby. That was embarrassing. But GG's, well played to Causey though. It's fine. Just saying Bayer on Northwest Santiago del Estero is kind of retirable, but it is what it is. Right. So Mayo, let me just see what your last DM was. I can send you the link. And it was was it a no move best of 3 or NMP said? I'm trying to remember. NMP said, oh brother. Well, you could probably beat me, to be honest. The way I played that game, anybody could beat me if I play like that. But it's fine. We're here for the culture anyway. No chance. You'd be surprised. And if I'm sending the wrong side of Argentina and the US half the time, then obviously I'm not going to be doing well. But yeah, right now I don't think I am even near the best. I probably wouldn't put myself in top 3 if the way I'm playing nowadays, unfortunately. I do think potential-wise I can be, but not right now. Or at least compete with them. But right now I look like I'm out of touch, if anything. Mayo, I think you should have got a whisper. So you just need to check if you got any message on Twitch. You should get summit. But yeah, I hope I play a bit better than I did against Thingy, because that was just not a good game. Okay, perfect. Right, we can go then. Good luck. Let's just jump into it. Can't believe how bad I played, but it's fine. The thing is, like, I accept that I'm terrible nowadays, so it's like not as bad, but it's still. I don't like playing bad. I just hate it. I just hate performing badly, if I'm being honest. There's a reason why I grind the game to not play bad. Yeah, I'm probably gonna send the wrong side or whatever. There's gonna be some shit here in it. It's a bit elevated. I'm just gonna send this. I want to kill myself. Oh my god. This is a great start to the stream. This is a great start. Nice to get some Mayo though, but bruh. I'm looking forward to my holiday, like bruh. I'm just looking forward to my holiday. Sometimes I don't care about this game anymore. Why is the coconut palms here? What year is it? Wait. Am I gonna gaslit here? I can already tell it's one of those days. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? I'm not gonna trust the coconut palms. I'm just gonna send something around here, and if it is Mindanao, then whatever, bro. Okay, well, Mayo says he has no chance. Then proceeds to 5-give a round. I respect it. But, yeah, don't label me as a good player anymore. Because I'm not. At this point, I just want to play and actually enjoy playing the game. If I can't enjoy playing the game, there's no point in playing the game. And I'm trying to get that back, really. Which I think I am, but it's a very slow process. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to send Sweden on Finland, probably. Nope, okay. Right. No idea what you guys are yapping, but I'll let you do your thing, guys. But I'm just looking forward to having some time away, man. I can't even remember road patterns in my head at this point. It's not a busy road, though. What is this road angle doing? Whatever. I'm definitely on the wrong road. But I think that's a mistake from Mayo. When was the sunflowers in Odessa? Yeah, GG. You were playing really well in the first 2 rounds. I don't know what WIG means, sorry. But yeah, that's 1-0, I guess. But I think Mayo had some really nice guesses in the first 2 rounds. I mean, credit to him. Just unfortunate blunder there. But it happens. I mean, I make a blunder every 3 rounds, so at this point when I play this game. So I can definitely relate to that. These are going to be some fake polls, aren't they? To just troll me again. Does it really even feel like that? I don't know if it even does, to be honest, but... sure, I mean, sure. Where are you going? Wales. Going Wales for a week. With the family. I know this is going to be some... I mean, I guess it could have been there. I didn't think of that, but I thought it felt more Sonora. Okay. Yeah, at least I'm getting some, you know, guesses correct now. Not sending, you know, Narnia. Like I was before. I haven't even played GeoGuessr so much this week. I might have only played Guesser, not gonna lie. I guess I did recordings, but they don't really count as being active. I feel like I'm gonna get rage baited here, but sure. It's gonna be down here, but whatever. Nope, it's as far northeast as possible. Whatever. I don't trust polls, bro. I've been Wales before. It's pretty much where I went during my childhood, where I'm going. So like for like 10 years, every summer holiday for 10 years is where I'm going. But I haven't been there since I was like probably 15, which is like 10, 11 years ago. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a lot more than playing GeoGuessr. I can tell you that for a fact. I've not been enjoying playing GeoGuessr recently. Not just comparatively, just it feels a bit more forced recently, but I enjoy it when I can though. And with you guys. I mean, it looks like Arkangelsk. But maybe it's the it's this shit or something instead. Yeah, or South Commie makes sense as well. It felt more near that area. What is this pavement doing? I might be misinterpreting the vegetation here, or the houses, sorry. Oh dear, I feel like I'm gonna send Narnia because of the houses. What is this pavement doing? I was going to send what my vibe said, but the pavement's kind of sus, if I'm being honest. It better not be the other country. I swear to God. There's that option as well, but I didn't think that. Yeah, my other guess was Spain. How the hell is that Spanish architecture? Whatever. Oh, how? I mean, obviously it wasn't Italian either, but I swear it looked much more Italian than bloody Spanish. You know, if it makes it look Spanish, it was orange. That was it. It's fine. It's fine. Is it this, or is it that other area in a different country? Well, we know how this is going to go, guys, don't we? We exactly know how this one's going to pan out. But sure. Okay, thank God. GG. Some good guesses there. But there was some... what was that Spain round, bro? That Spain round was so confusing. Like, the windows look so Italian to me. And the tiles on the roof. And the chimneys. I mean, it's just Pyrenees Hills. I mean, I was suspicious of the concrete slab, but... I thought it was just some random shit in Spain or Italy with that. Yeah, fair enough. I mean... weird building, I don't know. But yep, GG's Mayo. I think you had some nice guesses, especially in the first game. You were definitely playing a lot better than me in the first game for the most part. And yep, GG's. So who would be next? I think it would be Adams, right? So Adams is next, and then I think we then go to the queue, because I don't think anybody else has said anything. I don't think Vertigo's said anything. I don't think PTF has said anything. So yeah, Adams, you're up. So I'll send you the link via DMs. Oh man. Well, hopefully I give you some sort of game. I do hope so. And thank you for the redeem, Yannick. I'll add you to the queue. And welcome in. It's moving. Yeah. Yep, good morning. Yep. This could end very quickly, or it could take forever. It's one of the two. I don't know what type of Jeff will turn up for the moving games today. Right, I'll start, Adam, so get ready. I'll try and lock in a bit. Okay, got to get this. Probably gone the wrong way already, but sure. But I don't remember municipalities, but I've heard of that as well. I'm annoyed. Winterbury car. It's a junction. I've heard of these bloody places. I'm kind of annoyed. Where the hell is Joensu and Sika something, weren't it? We had Sika Yavi. I don't remember where that is. This is only going to go one way probably. If I was playing, if I was actually grinding, I'll be getting that immediately. And when I'll be derusted. Yo, thank you for the raid, Flexior. Feel free to give Flexior a shout out. Hope you're streaming well. Currently in a moving game right now, so it's gonna be quite hard to lock in. But yeah, hope you're streaming well. And we're just doing some 1v1s with the viewers. And yeah, I'm trying my best not to mock the bacon, which is very difficult, as you can imagine. You don't play much nowadays, especially Duels. But I feel so bad on movement. Like, bro, how am I even hesitating on this one? That's so bad. Oh, wait. That's... Wait. Am I getting trolled? I think I am running it up. Whatever. I'm considering turning off my stream at this point. It's actually so bad. I should just not come back, bro. When I come back holiday, I should just not come back and never play this game again. It's fine. Can't believe I was doing so much dumb shit. And what is this crap? Whatever. Wow, I won a round. Crazy. I mean, it was obviously a cow pattern in bloody thingy as well. I just didn't think of it for some reason. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to stream today. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed, but it's fine. Maybe I'll feel better as the stream goes on. Of course, I don't know logos. Lovely. I'm just aimlessly moving at this point. I'm just not in the mood. I'm really not in the mood at the moment. So, got some kind of water body or something. I don't know, I'm just probably trolling here. Yep. Is my redeem from the earliest still part of the queue? I mean, you got Riley before you, I think, so... And that's like a best of 3. Oh my god. But I've heard of that, I swear I've heard of that. I'm gonna break something if it is something that I've covered. Oh, it is, yeah, I know this. I'm pretty sure I know this. My days. Is it just this? No, it's this in it. Jesus Christ. I knew that city immediately, bruh. And I can tell I'm not up for it because I would have sent that so much quicker. Like, I literally knew that place immediately. But that's the Poviat learning, though. Even when I'm not even at it, I'm still getting it. So, you know, that's a positive. But I was, you know... I'm definitely not in the best mood right now, but at least we got it. Alexandro rings a bell as well. What am I doing? Autumn. But so far this has been embarrassing. Alexandrino or something, weren't it? I don't even fully remember where the autumn distribution goes. That's how bad I am right now. Yeah, I've fucked this, haven't I? Yeah, nowhere near, but wasn't that big the place anyway. Yeah, if I missed that Povia, I might have broken my monitor. I'm not gonna lie. So thankfully we got it. Rings a bell. Oh, don't do this load of crap to me right now. Alright. Wait. Is there a place? I swear it rings a bell. But I might be throwing though. For some reason it rings a bell, but I don't know. I'm just trolling. Did I move? Why did I move? Why did I move? I don't want to talk about that. Fuck me, I'm actually fucking ill. 70. Bro, how do I not remember this? Am I okay? I feel like I'm ill. I feel like I'm generally ill, guys. Am I actually okay? I don't know what I'm doing. Just get me out of here, man. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. How the hell did I just like brain fart that bad with that bloody state shield? Don't, bro. I'm not in a good mood. I'm really not in a good mood. I feel like I'm gonna crash out. I feel like I'm gonna crash out. I don't even feel like I'm playing. And I don't even remember the bloody numbers because I'm just so fucking... 76. It doesn't fucking exist. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't even want to play. I don't even want to play a stupid game anymore. Why did I put 5 years to this fucking game? Wasting my life. Just to fail at it. What's the fucking point? Max index cam. I don't care. I'd move off the 5k, but whatever. I don't even think it's fair for you guys to even play your games if I'm just going to play like this. I just don't even think it's fair. How the hell am I misremembering this? I think it's this. Or is it just some other shit? It's definitely not this, is it? Whatever. What am I doing? I generally think I need to stop playing this game and never come back, honestly. Sometimes I do actually ask that question. Nobody gives a shit anyway in this community. If I disappear. Whatever. Don't care. Just get me out of misery. GG, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Adams, for playing that bad. I'm just not wired in. I generally would. I feel like I would just I kind of want to refund you because of that. Right. What do we do now? Was there anybody else, or who was it? Is it Riley next? I'm trying to remember. Is it Riley? Yeah, feel free to join, Riley. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can carry on, but I'm just getting in a really depressing mood. I don't know why I care about this game anymore, if I'm being honest. It's fine. I'll get over it. Nothing to do with how that game went. I'm just fed up of playing it sometimes. It's been a tough 2 months behind the scenes, but I appreciate you know the company though. I do appreciate it. Thanks Amelia, appreciate it. I need to send you a link, don't I? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just been hard. This is why I need a holiday. That's why I need a holiday. You guys have no idea privately what's been going on, but I appreciate you all being here and, you know, showing your support. It does mean a lot. I think I sent you the link, Riley, so if you want to join, feel free. Are you joining? Okay. We'll do no moving. Again, Adams, I'm sorry for the way I played. That was unacceptable. I was just not wired in at all. Thank you, Riley. Good luck to you as well. This is the type of round where I would just send Turkey on Cyprus. Is this actually Cyprus? Or am I on drugs? No, it's Greece. Why am I sending Turkey? Oh my god. I can see how it happened, but oh my god. I'm actually playing like I'm ill. It's not even funny at this point. Playing like I'm ill. One round and I'm done, bruh. Well, it's going northeast and it's this car. I mean, I don't ever. I'm trying. Does it this stuff? I don't remember, guys. But I can't remember the freaking secondary Montana thing. And look, I've misremembered. Great. It might have to be another day, but we can play again later if get the chance. Oh, you mean about a best of one? Sure. Then in that case, then if we get to it, get to it. But honestly, I'm surprised how I've survived this hour. I'm not gonna lie. I probably should have changed my mind before streaming, honestly. But maybe I'll start feeling better later on. Maybe I'll start feeling better with as the stream goes on. But if it doesn't, then I might just have to stop. But hopefully I don't. Why is this so shit? No JSON checking. I don't even remember where black car coverage is. Okay, it was Croatia. But yeah, if you've done a separate one, so that's fine. I'll let you know if we get to it. But we've got quite a fair amount of games. But the thing is, like, there's no best of 3 moving unless like somebody from a previous one goes. But I just feel bad that I even played that game. I felt like I was disrespecting your time, honestly. But maybe that's just me being harsh on myself. I don't know. I wasn't even playing. It felt like I wasn't even playing. It just felt like I was just in limbo, really. And just wasn't really feeling it. I feel like I've heard of this as well. Does it continue? Oh, it goes all the way through the country. Of course it does. Well, I'm not finding it, so I'm probably just blind. If Riley finds it, then fair enough. But it's going to be all the way up north, and I missed it. Oh, it's... maybe I haven't heard of it. I don't know. I don't think it was a... No, it wasn't, I don't think. Really? Why is it... We've got such dry hills here. I'm probably going to troll this round, unfortunately. Why have we got contradicting things? I'm so confused. Why are the hills so dry? Is it just some weird dry season stuff? I don't really know what's going on. I'm really confused. I don't know. Feels agricultural as well. I feel like I'm just going to be sending Narnia right now. The sun's definitely north. I'm not trusting that. So when did chili poles look like Mexican ones? Oh my god. That made sense though, but I just saw it was so green, and then I saw a Mexican pole, and then I had Tunnel Vision Mexico, and then I just didn't bring up chili. Whatever. To ask myself, I mean, I guess, but that's not why I'm not in a good mood. I mean, playing bad doesn't help, don't get me wrong, but... There's other stuff going on. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, thank you, Mario. Thank you. I saw your previous message before. I've earned it, but I don't think I've earned it from my efforts. I think I've just earned it from other things outside of GeoGuessr, honestly, that I don't talk about publicly for good reasons. I don't deserve anything. Well, I've been playing this year. I had one good week, and that's just, it is what it is. Like, I know I want to bounce back, but I have to have the motivation to do it, you know? But every time I try and push back, it feels like I feel more disconnected from everything. I can't even do anything. Anyways, let me just stop yapping and actually try and play the bloody game. Is this actually Balkan stuff and I'm just being an idiot? That's a big ridge though, why? I don't know what's going on. I'm definitely sending Narnia, but whatever. Okay. I mean, my region guesses NMK is bad, but at least I got the country. Yeah. I think I'm just having a bad day. Bad evening. Well, I had a bad afternoon because I started thinking about stuff that was a bit deep, so I don't want to talk about it. Nothing GeoGuessr related. But I didn't want to just cancel the stream without any good reason, if I'm being honest. But maybe I just need time, it's fine. I'll be okay, don't worry guys. That island's interesting. It's not some Celaya stuff, West Coast, no? Do I try it? Probably not, but I did consider it. Come on, I'm just that close to just be doing so well. Oh my god. I might feel better, Owen, as it goes on. It's just very hard for me to talk about things that I can't talk about because they're private. Because I'm very whenever I feel like it, I vent, and I can't vent out these things, so I don't want to do that, obviously. But I think I will feel better. I just think I'm just having a rough hour. It's fine. Like I said, I just appreciate you guys being here, honestly. I don't know. Yeah. Why? Yeah. I mean, Piaui has that imprint at times, but I was confused with the environment. I was like, how is that Marignal? But it's just a South Marignal stuff, which makes sense, I guess. I mean, at least I didn't send the wrong country like I would be doing before. Like, I don't, you know, playing bad, you know, is what it is, you know? But this would feel like a multi-merchant. It feels like it's a fake dry type of climate around. I'll try something around here. Nope, it's just outskirts of Lagos. So we've got a best of 3. Okay, I've won the game. Well, that's a GG, so do another one. Just the NMK round, I guess, was the thing. But then I missed Chile, so we both did 2 blunders there. Yeah, thank you, Maya. I appreciate this. I appreciate it, man. Don't think there's many legends like you out there, so it does mean a lot to hear that from you. But I'm looking forward to my holiday, and I'm looking forward to like just being completely fresh when I come back. But I do think I need to have a lot of resets, and I feel like there's a lot of things going. Sure. Don't know how the fuck I've done that, but I'm gonna. You know what's gonna happen now? I'm gonna get bloody banned now by the end of the stream. I'm gonna go through all 7. What's it called? Sins or whatever it meant to be, bro. I feel like everything's just gonna go wrong, innit? Nah, it was just a very lucky guess. Don't know how that happened. Just found a random road that lined up and just fluked it. But sure, I'm not gonna complain. What was I gonna say? I forgot. But I think when I come back, there's gonna be a lot of changes. Not necessarily like you know, I'm still gonna. I want to still be streaming. I still want to be doing YouTube, and I want to be pushing for that and stuff. But I think just the way my like just certain things outside the outside the streaming YouTube, like just what I do off and stuff, I just need to like completely restart, and I might need to like limit my contacts as well. Not necessarily isolate myself, but I think I just need to. I'm way too north. The Black Card's more south. It's up on Ratchafani, yeah. I just need to like sort some things out, I think. Like I feel like I need to come back feeling like it's like a reset, honestly. And forget, like honestly, just like forget about everything this year. Which is fine, of course. I do need a reset. I mean, I've been having a reset, but I think there's other things that I do need to get rid of. If we're being real. Is this like this stuff where it's like beta hilly? Nope, it is those hills. I thought the antenna blur was not here. I thought it was only like this section, but I guess it's all this. Yeah, because this is a car and somewhere around here is car. Just brain farted. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Red car looking like this. I mean, strange hills. Looks like Kemerovo to me. I don't know how far south this goes though. That's the problem. Maybe it's something like this. Kind of low-key looks good, to be honest. How are those Krasniarsk hills? How is that Krasniarsk with them type of hills? I swear that was like the most Kemerovo Valley of all time, but sure. But I guess I'm just not good at. I'm not good at Rushrama, so fair enough. I mean, obviously still got it in me, but I think there's other stuff outside of GeoGuessr that I need to sort out, which the holiday will sort most of it out, I think. How did you get the Argentina round when you played against me? There's like, it's just strangely like tropical, like very green and tropical kind of up the northwest, and you kind of have that brownish soil and just a combination of soil colour, the ridges, the ridge directions, and it just being very green. It's always good to bring up northwest Arge, and I thought the soil in Colombia would be usually more grey than that rather than brown or orangish. But I was actually almost sending Mexico because I almost got baited by something. But yeah, I mean, this should just be Taz. I think it's more south in it. Nope, it's north. Fair enough. Yeah, I did learn a lot of like random old coverage Arge like in the west. I'm starting to feel a bit better, guys, now. Sorry if I put some of you guys off, but it's one of those things I just can't really explain well without talking about private stuff, which I can do. So, yep. Right, let's get into positive mood guide now, guys. Now let's do it. Oh, Ratatouille. I'm probably mocking the bacon there. Yep, just wasted 1,000 points for no reason. Yeah, there's somebody on YouTube doing it A to Z. I mean, that's quite a cool approach. I think that's good to try out. Yeah, for me, I need to figure out the grinding routine as well for normal MPZ, and I feel like I need to get that going. But the YouTube and the Twitch is so important for me now because I don't think I'm convincing enough anymore to compete in events or to qualify for them. I just don't feel like I am confidently going to make it, you know, like unless like I'm a top 10 player in the world, then I kind of have to half expect not to qualify, honestly, next year. If you have any expectations, that's when things go to shit usually. No car. I don't know what fire this is though. It's the West Slava Valley. I should have got that. That's a bit of a blunder, to be honest. But it's fine. Definitely not this main road, but I'm just sending. That's the whole thing, Owen, like... Oh, he missed it. He missed the meta. GG, Riley. But I think you just missed the twig on the car. That's literally how I won that. Yeah. That's the thing, like... I literally have to have beyond low expectations to even... Like, it's very hard to grind to qualify for something when it's just going to be very open, you know? When it comes to the qualifier, because they're probably not going to change anything, are they? So that's why like the YouTube and the Twitch for me is really important. Yeah, GG's Rally. Yeah, like yeah, first game was a bit messy. I mean, I did send Argentina on Chile because like, why was there a Mexican poll in Chile? Like, when was that ever a thing? That kind of almost sent Mexico to the sort of sun. But yeah, I mean that was free. Then obviously NMK made it even for us, and then the second game I did a bit better, I guess. But you had also some good guesses. Just missed the thing on the Ukraine round. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I've been so close to qualifying. Like it doesn't feel like I've had luck. That's the problem. Like one thing in my life is I don't like. I want to be playing things actually. It be earned. So like, if it just comes down to luck, I feel like my life right now is just the opposite of luck. With a lot of things, so I kind of just want to if it's earned or it's not, you know, not oh I might get lucky, like that'd be great, but I don't want to rely on that luck if that makes sense. I just don't think for me that's a good thing to put my mindset to. But next up, Owen, I'm down to play. 10 seconds is actually a bit. I'm more down for 10 seconds than the other modes because there's more of an excuse. To be honest, so if you want to play Owen, I'm on down to play with you. And let me just send you a link. But yeah, exactly. Like that's why like I want to be active on YouTube and Twitch because that's the one thing I can make sure that I can actually guarantee. You know, make sure I can actually put time towards. You know, but you know what I'm like. Like I like grinding. And I think like once I get like a no move NPZ grinding routine going, getting games in, I think I'll start feeling better with the GeoGuessr stuff. But yeah, like it's just yeah. I just need to like have a structure when I come back. I think like on the weekend I'll come back and I'll be like, right, I know what type of things I want to do. Now I just need to structure it out. Because I think a lot of people are worried about, you know, the way I like structure things. It's too extensive, but that's kind of what I need to do anyway. To get myself motivated and to know that I'm going to do enough, you know. And obviously, I know rest breaks and stuff is important, but if I'd rather grind, you know, consistently than not grind consistently at all, you know. Yeah, and like I said, the luck could happen, you know. It could happen next year. I might play terrible in the qualifier and get in. Or I might play amazing and I don't get in. You know, like that. Then two things can happen in the qualities. Like, yeah. But I will start the 10 seconds by the way shortly. But that's just the thing. Like I think when I did the actual EMEA the first time for like before there was a World League. Good luck, Owen. Like I feel like I played pretty well in the qualifier. Like I made one mistake, I think, and I didn't get in. I missed out like three places or something stupid, and then I think for the World League one, I feel like I played terrible, and I got in. Like it's just so random, man. It is very random. How'd you get? Wait. Oh, it's Banca Bellaton. Oh my god. Well, this might be a 2-rounder, if I'm being honest. As I don't know what's going on. I'm not okay. I am not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay, am I? Bro, why am I doing My Chemical Romance lyrics? Oh, my days. It's fine. After multi-merchant, I guess. Welcome in, Richie. Hope all is well. Ignore me having a disaster class. I'm just not with it today. But I'm still playing for you guys, so... Yeah, me and Riley, you know, keep in contact with each other a lot. But I've been in 2 World League seasons. This is gonna be South, probably. Yep. The thing is with me is like it didn't affect me this season, but I still can't believe how annoying it was that I had to play 39 games in the first World League season, finish top 12 or I think it was 12 or something. By the end of it, and for that to not count for shit was crap. I mean, I guess Greece, but I would have lost anyway. Whatever. I'm not paying attention, but well played to Owen. We go again. Like I said, don't expect me to play well, guys. Why is this weird? Why is the angle throwing me off? Because it's further down there, okay. Yeah, the thing the difference for me is I've been close on so many occasions, that's the problem. It's year after year. I mean, the first time was literally just a wild card, which is not deep, but I generally felt like I did so much, what's it, okay, sure. So much in the first season. Yeah. It is a shambles, yeah. I mean, I play GeoGuessr because I enjoy it, and the esports thing just is great, but like, it feels like so many people just only care about the esports, and it's kind of depressing, if I'm being honest. But that's just my take on things. But that shouldn't be the only thing that matters with GeoGuessr, let's be real. But it feels like whenever I see stuff around, that seems to be the case, you know. I'm confused. Okay, it was Ufa, okay. GG. Honestly, like, I feel like honestly, I think 2v2s would be such a good thing. You know, if I can try and train for that, I think that'll be a lot more fun than training for 1v1s. If there's a good structure to it, of course. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many people have that goal. That's the thing. But I feel like it's a lot higher than I expect for other games. Like other games, I feel like it's not as crazy. But you know, it's still good in some respect, though. I had a good switch, but it was definitely West. Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be more fun to actually grind 2v2s. I think the moving 2v2s is obviously probably harder if you're not as much for a moving main, but then again, if they can't get the 1v1s right, let's say, then it's going to be harder. They can easily mess up the 2v2s. Did I look at a turkey bollard and send Greece? Am I okay? Did I just really do that? Oh my days. You can tell, guys, that I'm not with it. Oh my days. I can't believe I did that. That is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. To me, like, I feel like all I see is just everything's about duels, ranked, and getting to esports, and that's it. And if you're not in that bubble, or you're not as motivated to do that, then I feel like it's a lot harder for you to stay glued to the game. But that's just my take on things. But again, there's a reason why I've needed a holiday, you know, to come up. What the fuck? I'm definitely going to send something stupid here. But if this ends up being bloody Yucatan, I swear to Christ. I literally would have gone there, but last time I sent Yucatan, it was fucking Indonesia, so it's unlucky. This better not be Georgia. I think it's probably just gonna be here, but sure. Oh, it's Van still. Fuck it. Yep, GG's, Owen. GG's. Well played in the first game. I mean, it is necessary. I'm not saying it isn't necessary. I'm saying it seems to be like the only thing I've bloody seen whenever you look up GeoGuessr, it's just the only thing, really. But then again, if there's nothing else, then it's fair, but I don't know. Yeah. For grinders, like, you know, that's why it's good to have like other tournaments going on so others can play in them. But I think rank is such an easy thing to get super toxic with, and if you can't deal with that, then so many people would just quit anyway, probably. I don't want to get into a discussion, it's just going to put me in a bad mood, but yeah. I don't know, I just feel like it's such a bottleneck thing, esports. It motivates people, but it doesn't mean like all the people are going to get in, you know. Gotta go, have a good stream. Thank you, Owen, appreciate it. Thank you for being here, it means a lot. And yeah, have a good one, man. But yeah, I don't want to I wanted to talk about the esports stuff. There's a reason why. I don't know. I mean, obviously I can't afford it anyway. But yeah, I mean, me even think about the World Cup this year just makes me depressed. So yep, I'd just rather not talk about it too much, if possible. Who's next? I believe it is Vamp. Vamp, it's 5 seconds. I'll send you the link. When's the last time you messaged? Yeah, I'll keep going. Yeah, so if I'm being negative, but it's very hard for me to be positive sometimes. Yeah. But I don't know. I think my opinion on kind of went over people's heads there, but whatever, it's fine. It always goes. I mean, nobody gives a shit what my opinion is anyway. It's fine. Alright, let's go. Like whenever I like show my thoughts on things, whenever it was anything to the thing, everyone just treated me like I was a dumbass and didn't really react to it. So whatever. Not on here, just in general. That's how I feel about it. My opinion doesn't really matter. That's what the community thinks at the end of the day. Maybe that's why I feel a bit more disconnected than I'm used to. I should know this. It's the nope, it wasn't what I thought it was. Good evening, welcome in Lal, hope all is well. Yeah, I'll keep playing the redeems. I mean, once they run out, I'll probably end, but of course, if you want to play more games, then feel free, of course. How long is the list? It's not that crazy. We got Vamp best of 3, Yannick best of 3, and Mayo best of 3, and all those are 5 seconds. Then we got an Adams moving best of 1. I'm gonna redo this game. I'm not. We're not counting that. We're redoing that game. We're gonna redo the game. Was it you, Mayo? Yeah, you put a best of 3, 5 seconds. Yeah, we'll redo that. Vamp, I'm not counting that game. Sorry about that. But yeah, let's just not talk about the any esports or World Cup related stuff as much as possible for the rest of the stream. I nobody would give a shit about my opinion anyway. And it just puts me in a bad mood. But all I would end with is if it was only about esports, it would be called GeoGuessr Esports. They should change the name of the game. That's all I would add to that. It's like calling football the World Cup, for example. It's not all about football, you know. I don't know. Man, I kind of mocked the bacon there in Germany. I guess that makes it even. I mean, what happens now? Do we restart that as well? I mean, we've already that's equivalent of a game already, you know. Oh my days. Right, remember to guess. Let's make sure I remember to guess. I can't do any resets after this. I was losing anyway? Okay, then we'll just carry on as a 1-0. All good. All good then. If that's being honest. That round's rage bait. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't really give a shit about England that much, to be honest. You know, I'm always wanting to do them well, but I am a Liverpool fan. You know, I support England's once every 4 years. You know, Liverpool is literally every single year since I was like 6. It's a very different feeling, you know. Really, that felt so. I mean, it wasn't a thick enough line, I guess. Yeah, but that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant whether you support England or not, actively. I'm so unlucky there. Yeah. I also don't put Liverpool and England in the same sentence. That's a bad idea. you probably don't know, but I'll say a lot of Liverpool fans do not want us to be supporting England because of historical events. Let's just say that, and other reasons along those lines. But I mean, I'm not from Liverpool, so it's different. But I've supported Liverpool since I was 6 because of my family. So I'm a bit more okay with England, but I'm not like a die-hard fan. Like, I'm always going to support Liverpool. Not instead of England, just because I feel like I can only support one team, really. Like, for example, like if Mo Salah's on, because he's played for Liverpool for 10 years, I want him to do well. Doesn't mean I'm supporting Egypt. You know? It's not a proper... You know, I'm supporting them for a game, not supporting them for my life at the end of the day. How is that UAE? GG. Well played. I guess we've got one more game, I guess. Not really, Leakley. But you don't have to support your nation if you don't feel that attached to it. I mean, it is a bit of a shithole at the moment, UK, if we're being honest. I just feel like people just completely... Like, there's a difference between supporting a team for, like, an event than supporting a team, you know, like it's almost like your life. You know, if England get knocked out, I'm not going to cry on the sofa and get depressed all evening. Whereas if Liverpool get knocked out, I'm going to be depressed all evening. You know. The thing is, like, I would support probably teams... I'll probably hate... I do hate watch. Don't get me wrong. Like, every match that Argentina I will hate watch for the rest of my life. So I would definitely be preferring Spain to win the final. But I don't support either team. Like, I think it's like choosing 2 teams I don't like. I have to choose one, you know. But I just dislike Argentina that much. It's like... There's not really much else, you know. There's no other option besides choose the other team. So, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I want any Liverpool players to do well. But, yeah. I mean, you always have a preferred team you prefer to win, but it doesn't mean you're going to be a proper supporter of them or anything. Like, Cabo Verde, like, I wanted them to go as far as possible, for example. But obviously, I wouldn't say, like, I'm not a Cabo Verde fan, you know. It's like... You know, that's just crazy, you know. But yeah, yeah, the manager completely bottled it. I can't believe he pulled a Southgate on us. Really, I thought we moved on from that. If I'm being real, I don't remember where this bloody road is. Okay, what's that road? Almost a win. Nice, Mayo. Good stuff. But yeah, I'll be supporting Spain. I absolutely despise Cucurella. Like, I despise that person. That's GG. GG's Vamp. Thank you for playing. I just think he's just a cheating scumbag who I want karma to happen, you know, in football matches because of how much he cheats in game and how much of a shithouse he is. But then I just think it's like 99% of the team are shithouses. So yeah, and they get treated very nicely by referees, I think, as well. A bit too much, way too nice. I like how Gordon was playing. Yeah, I mean, it was great how he was playing until he got subbed off after he scored. And then he put a defender on. Might have been the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I genuinely thought that was like a type of substitution Southgate would literally make. And that's why he got sacked. For doing shit like that. Like, oh, 1-0 up. Oh, let's park the bus because we can't keep the ball. I don't trust the quality of the players. Yeah, people have been saying that rarely. Yeah. Yeah, to be fair. That's probably why I'm so pissed. That's probably why I'm in a bad mood, because I got subbed off in the bloody semi-final, and now I feel like I'll never get into another World Cup game. You know? I blame, you know, if I get really in a bad mood, just blame Thomas Tuchel for it. You know? That's the reason. Weren't the best is an understatement. Probably the worst thing he could have possibly done, quite essentially. Like, I think Slot would probably find a way of making it worse, but he could have genuinely have not done. He genuinely changed the game, and he was not saying like, "Oh, we're gonna get the world. You know, we're gonna get a second star. We're gonna be at the team. We're gonna show quality." And then said after an interview, "It's not in our DNA to keep the ball." Like, fuck off. Come on, man. You know, if he didn't say that, then I want to give him a second chance. You know, but I think if he, you know, we'll see. He's probably going to stay for Euros, so we'll see how the Euros go. But again, like, I'm not a die-hard England fan. I'm just there to watch with my family, and, you know, if it makes, you know, people happy and stuff, then great, you know. It's always nice seeing, like, a Liverpool player there, but there was no Liverpool player playing in what even was even in the squad, so, yep. Yannick, you're up, by the way. I don't know if you're still here, but I'll send you the link. But yeah, GG's, Vamp. I am feeling better now, so sorry about before, but I did kind of come into my stream not in the best mood. I've seen your messages, sorry. So we had GHJKRYUE, I'd Mulagano and Daxi. Can I play maybe? You can. I think what you need to do is you need to go to Twitch and just redeem Summit. So you need to keep an eye on Twitch, and if you got enough channel points then you can play. But yep. But let's get ready for Yannick. Sorry if I didn't get to your messages straight away, guys, but yeah. Yeah, the way you can actually redeem it is you need to like be on Twitch and do it. The channel redeem. But if like, there's nobody, you know, maybe at some point we can try and fit odd games in. But there's a reason why there are channel redeems. Anyway, so yeah, sorry if anyone on YouTube has to deal with that, but there's not much I can do. Besides say that. Right, I think we're good to go. I mean, he's been sacked before, Leakley. Like, he's been sacked. So, yeah, but do a best of 3. Yannick, good luck. He's a good manager until he's not. I think it's the best way of describing it. I think that's the best way of putting it. There's a reason why he's been sacked at other clubs. But, yeah, I generally felt like we had a really good chance against Argentina. Like, it was going well. Like, it just literally took one horrendous decision. But, like, if you're going to make a bad decision, don't make it like it's a Southgate decision, because that's just, like, going to probably get the racist fans going after after him because he's German, and also in general that's why Southgate got sacked. So, you know, and in the World Cup it's about moments. You can't be throwing moments away like that. How is that Belgium? That was the most journey round of all time. Yeah, I mean he brought 2 centre halves on and replaced Gordon, who was he was the only player that could actually run. Like, Kane can't run for shit. Morgan Rogers definitely doesn't have pace to counter. He was the only person who could actually run, and we brought on like another defender. So yeah, like he didn't just like bring a centre half on. He also took off our best player for a counter. And he also never brought up Ollie Watkins, who's also probably quite good for counter-attacks. And yeah, it's GG. After that sub, I was like, we're in trouble here. Because like, I can't see us keeping the ball if we keep bringing on centre-halves. We're going to be parking the bus. But it was a very bad mentality. I mean, Bellingham, but he's not a person who's just going to like absolutely blitz through a defence. Like, yes, on the ball he's really good, but I mean, flat out counter-attack pace. Bellingham was probably knackered. He was probably he was probably not far from cramp. Gordon, I don't even think I saw much. I don't understand how he really got subbed off. This is Sask. I don't know what we're doing. Bellingham played really well. But you know he's been all over the pitch, but we could have brought somebody else on, and I also thought bringing on Tony instead of Watkins was a weird decision as well. Like, I don't understand that either. Like literally, Ivan Tony can't even balance an egg on his head. Like he's that bad after being in the Saudi League. I didn't understand that substitution either. That was like a penalty substitution, honestly. If we got to penalties. You bring up Ollie Watkins over thingy any day of the week. I'm sorry. Okay. I realised that was Bayern, but I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I just think like that substitution was like a double whammy. It killed our attack and it made us bad at defence. Yeah, there's some crazy indoors showing up today, but that's GG, that's 1-0. But man, this game is random, to be fair. I disagree, Leakley. I disagree. I think Watkins is a good player. I would much prefer Watkins on the pitch than Ivan Toney, let's be honest. Ivan Toney is only somebody you want on the pitch for a penalty shootout or if the ball's actually going in the box to tap it in. Ollie Watkins has been a much better player throughout this entire season than Ivan Toney. It's not even close. Comparatively, at least. Makes me mad? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Don't mind, stop talking about it, it's okay. Oh, my days. Well, this might be a 2-rounder. But yeah, I mean, Watkins isn't like world class, but he's definitely better than bloody Ivan Toney. How's it Scottish to me? Yeah. I used to know all this stuff. Oh my days. It's fine. Yeah, it's a Portugal. Yeah. That's true, yeah. Yeah, Real Madrid have just had a bad season in general, didn't they? So. But that's the thing, that some players just play shit all season and turn up for the World Cup, and others do the opposite. Bro, what am I doing? I'm trying to guess. I was like in Nukem, and then I switched to Tierra del Fuego and guessed in the flattest part possible. I didn't even mean to guess there. I just kind of just put a marker down. Oh my god. That's kind of hilarious. Am I alive? Nope. So that's one apiece. Were we like? I'm trying to remember. Were we actually? Was it still 1-1 when he was brought on, or was it when we were losing? I'm trying to remember which way around it was. Also, hope all is autopotic. Yeah, like, that's a really bad substitution. And like, but then again, like after I'd scored anyway, then I guess we're gonna have to get something lucky from a corner or a set piece probably. So I can see the argument a bit more, I guess. But I mean, the Gordon thing was the killer. Honestly, I will never understand that decision. That was just so bad. Like, that might have been the worst substitution decision I've ever seen in like in a knockout competition ever. That made Slot look like an average manager this season. It was that bad of a decision, if I'm being honest. Oh, is it gonna be some North Charles stuff? Yeah, I'm just not locked in. Yeah, I've had a pretty long day inside and outside GeoGuessr, so I'm just looking forward to my bloody holiday. I almost had a big crash out earlier, if I'm being honest. But I'm doing okay now. But I'm just looking forward to my holiday. I've kind of had enough of this game and everything that's going on, but I think I just want my holiday to happen at this point, if I'm being real. I don't know why I'm in the water, but sure. But yeah, when I'm back, things need to change. And not everyone will like it, but I think it'll be fine. Damn, that's a very West commit. Fair enough. Stuff outside of streams. It's nothing of your concern, lads. There was a Belgium. Wait, what? Nope, it wasn't a Belgium sign. I'm being stupid. It was just a normal one. It's not of your concern. It's stuff out of stream and YouTube that I don't want to talk about yet because I haven't really made that mind up, you know. I got baited. I thought it was a pipeline on a Namibia coast, but GG's, Yannick. But yeah, I'm not going to answer that question because it's more private. And I don't know the full answer yet either. But yeah, GG's, Yannick. Chaotic, but that's 5 seconds, I guess. Next up, we have Mayo. So if Maya wants to join, again, you can. And then we have, it's a best of 3, NMP said 5 seconds. So if Maya wants to rejoin, I think the link should work. Well, it's been back to back to back, actually. We've had three. We've had 2 before yours, actually. I think the link should work that I sent you. This should be the third 5 seconds in a row. Yeah, Big Sam, I mean, come on. I mean, Sam Allardyce would have parked the bus from the first minute and it would have been like 5-0. Nice, Mayo. Right, we'll give this a go. But yeah, like I said before, I'm not that attached to England. Like I know I scored a goal and got subbed off and I'm pretty pissed off about it, but that's about it. What am I doing? It's Argentina. And it's small. Wait, yeah, small cam's right. But it was obviously Argentina coast. Oh my days. It was an Argentina flag. I mean, I could have just gone the Falklands just to rage bait people, honestly. Whatever. I should have done that for the bants. But that might cause drama. But GG. Guess we'll go again. I would not want Eddie Howe as England manager. But I just want a manager who's, you know, a winner. You know? We need a manager that's won something already. And I'm sorry, an EFL Cup or whatever it was does not fucking count. I'm sorry. Tuchel's won a Champions League, and he's managed big teams. Eddie Howe's biggest team has been Newcastle, which is a big club, but they're literally selling all their players because they can't keep them because they want to leave. I love Newcastle as a club, but like, you know, it's a massive club, but it's not like elite compared to the other ones. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm not really against having a manager that's not from England. Like I actually thought Tuchel was actually quite a good appointment. Like, he was doing fine for the most part. Yes, there was moments where there was some questionable decisions during some of the matches. Like the Croatia first half was really bad. I don't care what Chumley says about that. That first half was so bad. And I was happy that we what's it thank you for the follow. Hi Sui. Welcome in. Yeah, I mean, all those three are it's just another Southgate. Honestly, they probably got a better resume than Southgate, but that's about it. Still a similar type of manager. But yeah, GG's. That was a quick one. I think we've only got one left at the moment now. We've got a best of one moving with Adams. So if you're around Adams, we can play the moving. I am feeling a bit better now. But yeah. Sorry about before, guys, but yep. I'm doing okay now. But there's a reason why I've been finding it very difficult last couple of months. And again, not saying why, but it's not just GeoGuessr. I'm here. Nice. Miles redeemed another no move best of 3. Okay, sure. If anybody else wants to redeem, it should just be channel points. Feel free if you want to. Anyone's welcome to. And yep, we'll do the moving one with Adams. So it's just world. I don't think Adams. I don't mock the bacon. But again, like, it was that bad, Adams. Like, it took me 30 seconds to remember that city. I can't wave because chat's off. It took me that long to remember the city when I instantly heard of it, and I literally learned that one. So I was kind of fuming that it took me like half a minute to remember that. What was it called? It was like Volstein. I don't remember what it was called. Volistin? I don't remember. Or Volstein? I don't remember. It was something like sounds like wolf at the start, or wolf. But yeah, we'll start shortly. So good luck. And yeah, we've had some more redeems. Nice. And yep. Like I say, I would definitely be supporting Spain over Arge by a long shot. Why is it 5 seconds? Sorry about that one, Chief. We'll go again. The other thing I don't like about Spain is Cucurella. I really despise that player. Sorry, Topotic, but I do not like that guy. 149 west, kind of hilly. Is it? I don't know if it is the main road. Why was that so hilly? I kind of got over. Why was that so hilly there? I thought that'd be very flat for some reason. Yeah, 5 second moving is low-key a cook, not gonna lie. Wait, this is what I think it's. Have I heard of this? I feel like I should know this, which is annoying. He's obviously found something and I haven't. Oh my days. Autumn, Latvia, reed beds. I'm gonna be kicking myself, aren't I? How have I not spotted that? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, moving is literally the mode that I'm just gonna be playing really bad today because I'm just not that. I'm just not gonna be locked in, even if I try. But honestly, all the movie stuff for me made it less, some of it less fun, especially when even like a 4.9k guess might not even matter anymore. It's kind of ass. But anyways, 775. I should know that. Of course, the bloody sign that was used for is hidden. Try to remember in my head what 775 was. I'm just going around in a circle now. Great. But I'm just going to go around in circles. What am I doing? Was it meant to be this? I don't know. I'm definitely trolling. There's something in between. Whatever. That's great. I don't remember the bloody one though. Am I being stupid? I feel like I'm being beyond stupid here. Oh my days. I'm actually mocking the bacon onion crisps. What am I doing? Yeah, I mean, Adams is a lot more locked in, like, but if I start signing, it would have took me 20 seconds to actually wake up. Honestly. Of course I can't bloody read that. Does that go back to Gen 4? Nope. Lovely. Oh, that's... Oh, bro. I suppose like two bloody players that have this. Bro, I should know this one immediately. 32. 30s. Was it this? I'm just gonna send it. I'm probably trolling, but whatever. Like, I would just not have the brain power to try and bother with this. Yeah, and it was west of the city, yeah. Like, I haven't even won a round, guys. Like, I'm not even locked in at all. Especially if I'm playing someone like Adams, like, you can't expect me to be doing amazing. Champion. So is this a? Is he had a? How has he sent this already? Is he just on the bridge? Like what the fuck? I don't know what he's seen here. Have you had that before? Like how the hell did you get that so quickly? I mean, well played. Yeah, I didn't even give myself time to look around. How did you get that so quickly? It just looked like Piranha. I was just too busy trying to get to info. Yeah, well played. Nothing I can do about that. That was a best of one, I think, weren't it? Yeah, so we got Mayo best of three no move next. Yeah. By the way, guys, I think after I've done the last one, which I think is Raz, I think I'm just going to finish. I think if anybody does any redeems after this, I'm just going to leave it for another time. As I kind of want to be finished. I don't want to be on too long. It's already almost been 2 hours. I just want to look forward to the holiday and actually forget about GeoGuessr for a whole week. Which I haven't been able to do for 2 years. So, yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Right, Mayo, feel free to rejoin. Well played to Adams. Again, he played well there. But, yeah, unfortunately, I'm just not wired in for the moving today. I'm sorry. But, yeah. Oh, man. I do feel like I've hit rock bottom sometimes with some of the GeoGuessr stuff, but it's fine. Right. Right, we'll do no move. Good luck. And we'll start shortly. Mayo. But yeah, I'm just wanting this holiday to happen. Lucky. And honestly, the more like things have got close this holiday, I'm just so happy I chose to go on holiday than actually fly out to the World Cup. Because that was the decision I had really. Is to go to the World Cup, spend a lot of money, to not even sure if I enjoy it, or, you know, go somewhere on holiday with my family with no GeoGuessr at all. And I think, as time has gone on, I am happy that I made that decision. As much as it sucks not to be in the World Cup, but then again, it's not been a good year for me in general, and I don't know, I feel very disconnected at the moment with a lot of things with GeoGuessr, so I think I'm making the right decision with it. But yeah, it would be nice though if I would be going to both, but yeah, I think the only way I was going to go to World Cup this year is if I qualified, honestly, or had many better weeks where I had more stuff. Thank you for the free streak, by the way, Steve. Welcome in. Hope all is well. Yeah, so if I'm yapping, guys. To be fair, what the Jefferson Bay am I looking at here? Is this some bait? Is this actually some shit here? Or am I throwing the broccoli with this round? Like, what's going on? But yeah, sorry if anybody was expecting me to go to World Cup though. But I just can't afford it. There was a chance I could afford it if I wasn't going on this holiday, but I think this holiday is just a lot more important for me, if I'm being honest. I mean, you guys can clearly tell I need it as well. Going to World Cup is not taking a break from taking a break. It's more of a celebration rather than a holiday for me, GeoGuessr. Or a way to catch up with friends in person and experience the event. But if you've been to every single one every year, it's just it just feels different every time you go. Like I always felt like the first one was the best memory for me. Last year was pretty good as well. I mean, all 3 years were really good, but first year was by far the most nostalgic by a long shot. But I think you guys already know about that now anyway, so... But if you didn't... Yeah, shame I'm not going to be there. I somehow trolled there. Wait, am I even on a row with coverage? I just realised I was trolling. Yeah, last year I made the same exact decision and it was the right one. Yeah, this year I don't know. I'll have to wait till last minute. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and the thing is, like, you know, there's some people, you know, that I'm friends with who have made it. But there's a lot of my friends that didn't make it this year. So... Also, that has an impact on whether I think I'm going to enjoy it as much. If there's not many friends I would support. But I'll be rooting for Moo and Consus, of course, and a couple of other lads. And obviously I want everyone to have a good time. But I think, unless there's somebody else I'm forgetting, there'll be somebody else as well, but those two guys I really want to have a good year this year and have a good time playing. Why am I getting conflicting vibes? Is it what I think it is? Or am I going to rage bait somebody in chat? So if I'm rage baiting somebody in chat, it's... Oh. I thought that was more Boston than Crow, but sure. Oh, Wolftragger's going. That's good. He hasn't... I don't think he said that to me, but that's great to hear. Shame that I won't be there then. It'd be nice to catch up with Wolf. But I've got to put other things first anyway this year, so it's not just that. But it would be nice to catch up with Wolf and take the piss out of him being Southern, but it's fine. Yep. But yeah, it's gonna feel weird this year because I think this year is gonna be like the biggest year in terms of the scale of it. I would assume, but there's gonna be a lot more people there. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just not realistic. Like, even if I decided to do this instead of the holiday, I'll be barely on anything left. Even with getting a free ticket, even if I, you know, turned up, I would have got a free ticket to the events. But it's the accommodation, it's the food, you know, potential travel, the hassle, and then even that, if I'm trying to be cheap, then I've also got something else that I was thinking of. What else? Even if I'm cheap, it's just like a hassle of like it being like a short time span where like once it's over, you just leave, and you don't even actually explore around the city or anything. And you don't really get a good, you know, feel of the area. Like I feel I'll be visiting just for the event, and whenever I want to go to these events, I want to actually explore the city and do something, you know, on another day as well. Like the reason why I really like last year's World Cup is because I stayed at my friends, and he lives in Denmark, and that was really good because I stayed at his, so I'd have to pay for accommodation, and I'd also I stayed for an extra 2 days, and that was really good. Like I really enjoyed that. So shout out Cookie in chat if he's tuning in, but he's the guy, man. He's the legend. I think I would have been pretty much skint, honestly, if that didn't happen. So, yep. So that them extra 2 days just made it even better, honestly. And of course, I forget about scanning everything, but I'm not locked in to do that as much. Also, I've actually not experienced it as a viewer, so maybe... Yeah, that's true. You haven't had that experience before. Like, for me, it's been the same every year. Just every year, I've been closer and closer in qualifying, but just not making it. And it kind of sucks. It gets a bit... Because I want to be playing, you know. I want to be playing one of these events. So missing out all the time is kind of a bit demoralizing, if I'm being honest. But that's just the way it's going to be if you're going to be competitive. It's very hard for you to... Why is this weird? I'm confused. What the hell am I looking at? What? Is it really that though? What? Which? Is it going to be some shit around here again? Maybe? I just don't recognize it. Yep, I love this game. I love this game. The thing is, I will figure out when I come back what I'm doing. Like, I think what the plan is, like, once I'm back from holiday, it's like, right, this weekend, I'm going to make sure I plan things really properly. So when I actually start, when I come back, it's all in, you know? That's the goal, but that's the goal really, is to be like, once I'm back, have the weekend to plan things, spend a good time planning for the weekend, and then lock the fuck in, get things sorted, and just go ham. De-rust when I need to, grind some new stuff, play a lot of games, be active with the games again, get some Duels content out again, and just lock in with what I can lock in with. And if more opportunities arise, then that is great, you know? That would be great. But of course, you never know what can happen at the end of the day. And this is going to be the other side of UP, and I am going to get... Not Amon, because he did go UP, okay. I don't know why I went east. My guess makes no sense. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, the Poviats is, the thing is, like, when I grind things now, I want it to be... I'm trying to focus more on improving at memorizing things long term. And the Poviats, I think it's going pretty well, but we'll find out once I'm back how much I remember from the week away. Because I think, like, I want to get to... I've got to the point where I've learnt pretty much half of it. But I don't want to just do the rest before on holiday, because it means I've learned all of it half as well as I could have done if I just focused on half of it. But yeah, we're just going to see when I'm back. Low-key, I was actually debating, is it even that country? Low-key, it kind of reminds me of this. Do I just aim on for the bants if it isn't? It might actually be here, though. Nope, it's just SP. Sure, I don't know how it's SP, but sure. Do you think you'll win? Don't know if you don't know if you, I don't. I think next year my goal will be I want to turn up and be the best I can be, and I've prepared the best I possibly could. You know, like if I know I've prepared the best and I've learned from my mistakes last year, and I just make sure I just enjoy the game a lot more, then I'm sure that will make, you know, a big difference. And at least, like, I will know then that I've done everything, and I try to enjoy it as well. Because I think, and also, like, I need to learn when to filter things out as well. So I will just read what you were saying, Leakley, in a second. I'll just send this, I guess. Just remember, there's nothing to be sad about. So it is World Cup, chill, good music, and even if you're slightly worse now, you can still bounce back. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. Honestly, you know, that's very well said, and thanks for the you know, helping with the motivation. Because I feel like a lot of my life, like it was a Dutch ball ad, lol. So much of my life, like I feel like with my friends or my meant to be friends, like throughout like school and stuff, like I would really like help them stay motivated when they go through, but then when it was me, like I just felt like I was on my own. So it does mean a lot when, you know, you guys are being really supportive. You know, I don't forget about it, you know. Like I say, for me, like it's just always important to try and stay positive, but for me it's just so hard, man, when things become negative and some things that be spread around are negative. It just feels like it's so hard to just change that into positive energy, especially when you're going through a rough time, you know, privately. So it's just yeah, it's just one of those things where it takes a lot, but it, you know, it doesn't hurt to be, you know, kind, doesn't hurt to be, you know, nice or positive, you know, like, yeah. I need to be like my older self when I was younger, honestly, and that might be game. But I'm kind of yapping now, but yeah. Was that 1-0? I don't remember. Mayo, let me know. Yeah, there were a lot of good players this year. You would easily qualify for Americas. Yeah, I mean, Americas is actually kind of crazy, though. I think Americas is kind of like underrated every year. If I was like, I guess if I wasn't US or Canadian, then maybe there's a lot more of a chance, but it depends on the ruling, I guess. Like, if there's only 2 max per nation, then obviously, yeah, it depends what country you're based in. But next year, like, I assume Riley, you're going to be old enough. There's probably going to be some other, or there's going to be some 1 or 2 other UK players that probably have just showed up and become really good, or I don't know if Bag will just fancy it again. Like, you know, all of a sudden UK could be very difficult. And that's even if you get top 10. But really, they should just exclude the nation thing. But they didn't do it with US 2 years in a run, did they? Diono is probably the most unlucky person when it comes to qualifiers. But yeah, is it just 1? Yep, okay, I'll start. Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, it's it's the fact that I've been close as well. That's the thing that makes it difficult. That's made it more difficult for me. It's like if I was like, well out of it the first World League season, it's fair enough. This year, yep, but I still technically missed out by one place. Somehow. Even though I finished 16th, I was one place from getting, into the playoffs. Which is crazy because I didn't deserve it. But if that did happen, then obviously that would have been great. But, every single year it feels like I'm always one off something. This year I was one off getting to the playoffs. Last year I was one off. Well, I finished 12th in the league out of 40 people, but I got knocked out of those places because of an event that I couldn't play in. And then the year before that, I finished second place in the Rainbow Wildcard, and the person who beat me fair and square was Bag. So, if I wasn't so close, I think I would be a lot more tolerable. But the fact that I've been close, and I feel like every year just gets harder and harder, it's very hard to stay motivated when you just keep missing out every time. It feels like a cruel joke, honestly, is the best way of putting it. And the fact I have to go through qualifiers again makes it feel even harder, and now down to luck, like you were saying before, that's like the issue really with it all. And I should know what black car pockets are. I should definitely know this. I think this is very limited, so maybe it's just somewhere around here. I don't know. I'm probably misremembering. The trees do feel very sus, actually. Yeah. It's the black car 23 south. GeoGuessr is just another spot where you would be favoured if you are from... True. Yeah, I need to just start saying... Every time I get Ankara, I should just start saying Messi with Ankara, and then maybe that will reverse my luck, to be fair. And thank you, Emma, appreciate it, yeah. But yeah. But like I said, this year it's been very hard, especially last 2 months, because when sometimes people jump the gun with okay, what's actually been the problem this year? This year there's been a lot of stuff behind the scenes that is nothing to do with GeoGuessr. I think that had more of an impact on me than it should have had. But there was also things I could have definitely done better this season. I'm not going to go on that excuse wagon of, it was only this, it was only because of that. There was lots of things involved. But the main thing, it's already happened now. You move on. You try and do better next time. I don't know why I'm not going Cajamarca here. I just try and come back next year with a better mindset. Try and be more positive. And if things get rough, try and keep positive, as much as I can. And I think this holiday will be such a big changer. It's 2 days. It's I'm going away on Sunday, and I'm just so looking forward to it. Today, I was kind of a bit unsure if I wanted to stream because my head's such in a holiday mood. But it's also my way of the start of really, having a really good time, not thinking about GeoGuessr. And when I come back, I'll be right, I've had time away now, proper time away, and I can actually go for it again. I feel going somewhere that I haven't been for over 10 years, and it was literally my childhood, just makes it even better, that I'm going, to a place that I haven't been for a while, and it was literally my whole childhood, and every holiday I went there has a lot of really good memories, I'm just really looking forward to it, and I'm sure it's going to be really good. Don't be Wisconsin. I mean, yeah, I don't know why I sent Indiana with that much birches, but sure. But the thing is, I feel deep down, I've still got that grinding mindset, and I've still got, that, I feel like the stuff is there still deep down. It's just really hard to get it out, if that makes sense. And for me, because I'm more of a systematic person where I need things to be structured, and when I prepare things and I grind things, when I do things, I'm not a very good person when it comes to winging it, because I feel like I haven't prepared myself properly. And, I I'm just that person who just wants to make sure I put everything in, you know. I don't know why I went here. It probably is the other one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, of course, I feel like I did put a lot of pressure on myself in this year. For sure. And, like, when you make a mistake, you try and learn from it. For sure. Like, but it's very hard to obviously balance that when other things are already affecting you. It's like, the harder things are outside you, I guess, the more easy it is to get, you know, agitated. I mean, things are better now. Still not easy, but it's better than it was, let's say, a month ago. And even like during the whole season, there was other stuff sadly happening, which I'm not gonna say publicly because it's none of you guys' business. Honestly, it's very private. But like, you only seen like probably tip of the iceberg. Like, anyways, and the fact I was still competing and still, you know, competing and getting some points in the final week despite going through all the stuff, honestly, it was a miracle in itself. It was a miracle how I even got myself together to even play. So, yep. And yeah, GG to the wild card. I mean, it's, you know, you're moving a step up each time, you know. That's the main thing, and as long as you have fun, that's the key thing too. Yeah, who did I just play? I played Mayo, best of 3, right? And it's we did Adams, no? Who did we do? Oh, it's Adams again, yeah. Did you do another movie one, Adams? Yeah, it looks like you've done another moving, right? Okay, got you. Yep, perfect. Then I think it's Riley. But yeah, I don't want to say, like, you know, I'll try and wave. I'm hitting 4. Like, you know, I don't know if you see, but I'm hitting 4. So I'm trying to wave. But yeah. I'll just start shortly, but I need to change the map. But yeah, after this, I would do Riley's best of 3. And then I think I will probably finish it. But you guys are more than welcome to chill, chat for a bit with me and just vibe. But yeah, like, honestly, like, this is like the last stream before, like I say, a lot of things are going to change. And they'll be for the better. So, yep. So I think I'm emotional today because obviously it's been so shit privately for so long, and just going on holiday just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like a relief, honestly. It really does. Do I scan for this, low-key? What's it called? Aruna and Mozart. Nova and Mozart. I mean, does it feel tropical? It kind of feels a bit tropical. Ah, maybe I shouldn't be scanning for this. Okay. I've heard of one of those. Wait, Agua what? Bola, yep. I've heard of that. And it's probably somewhere around here, innit? For some reason, I remembered where Agua, where one of those places were. And it's like the most random place of all time. But yeah. I haven't learned Brazilian municipalities for context. So, don't know how I remembered that one. Something you just remember. At least I'm not getting flawless this game. Guess there's that. But the thing is, like, I've managed to get through like a very rough period and still win games. So obviously I've still got it in me. But obviously it's very hard to be consistent. Yeah, in general with certain stuff going on. I wish I could talk about it, more private things, but I can't. It's just not a right thing to do. I don't want to affect the mood of the stream either. Right. I'm not sure where I'm sending, but I thought some outskirts shit here. Okay, I mean, his guess is better. Yeah, I didn't think of that though. In time, rather. I just thought, okay, wait a minute, I'm gonna be some in MT or something, but yeah, probably. But it reminded me of MT Geist board on no move anyway, so but I didn't think of that in time, but it does make sense. The deaf and the where's the blind mentioned, because that's where I need to join. It's one of the rounds I've played today. Right. Well, I'm just looking forward to my holiday, man. I'm just so looking forward to it. I've needed this holiday for bloody years. Like years, man. I found Zelch Bezo. I found China. And he found something lovely. But I am moving gamelessly anyway, so it's like, what do you expect? If you're not moving properly, you're probably not going to find anything, are you? Unless you get a bit lucky. Something art. Wait, do I just send it? I swear I've heard of something begin with. Am I being stupid? But I think I'm being stupid. It's not that, is it? Do I send that? Do I just send it? Did it say that? Now I'm gaslighting myself. Now I'm gonna gaslight myself into sending Narnia. Or Tom. Bro, what was Tom? Oh, I'm gonna be annoyed here. I'm definitely gonna be annoyed. I've heard of Artem or something. Is Artem even a place? Or am I going crazy? I'll probably merge it with another name or something. That's probably what's happened. I'm probably thinking of the one I guessed and something ending in rum. That sounds similar. Oh my days. We're getting lost to Brazil, bloody hell. Portoville, yep. And then what? Itatuba. Hamita and Itatuba. Am I being baited by that? So it was this direction towards it. Why is it that way? Probably something here in it. Yep. No 5k, but I was being a bit brain dead there. Bro saw Amazonas and still was scanning Rondonia. I'm gonna be honest, my brain's not gonna be SH117, right? 117 I'll try and remember, but that's all I have right now. 117 and nothing. 117. found nothing, unfortunately. He found the exact city. Nothing I can do about that. I never really looked around either to get a region guess sorted. But there's nothing I can do about that. Am I being blind? I feel like I'm being blind. Am I being blind? Where the hell is this bloody road? I actually can't be asked. This road doesn't exist. Of course it's that road, oh my god. Yeah, don't put me on moving, guys, please. I'm just not wired in. But GG's, well played. Yeah. Right, I can't believe I didn't scan that area and even try and region guess. That's the thing, like, today, like, I either, like, try and region guess and then don't scan, and then when I scan, I don't actually have a region guess first. So yeah, I mean, pretty dumb. But GG's Adams. Either way, you deserved that. Right, Riley up next. Again, Adams, I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't give myself time to region guess. I didn't give myself time to look at the red card and think, okay, where's the region guess first? I was just too busy trying to scan, and I didn't scan the right area. Like, my brain's not what I'm telling you, like, I'm not wired in right now to play moving properly. Like, even winning a round or two there is just like anomaly, probably. I mean, you played really well, Adams. You played really well, but I mean, it did say that he's 87, and it comes up from a mile away. I mean, like, I can't, you know, it's just like, you don't even need to know car meta to not spot that, you know. Yeah, Adams, I did say after Rally I need to go, but we'll see how the games go with Rally first, but I'll see how the game goes. But I did say before, might call it after Rally, but if we've got time, then sure. But I don't want to be playing at 11. But yeah, we'll see. But good luck, Rally, anyway. And if we get a chance, then we'll do it. You just put normal NPZ, didn't you, I think? If I play bad, blame Bezo. Why am I getting baited by that? I feel like I'm getting baited. I feel like I'm getting baited here really badly. Well, whatever. Whatever. I want it, bro. It was like I swear those were Mendoza polls as well, and I just gassed at myself. Oh my god. This is kind of why I can't be playing for too long, because it's just going to set me off again. The only thing in my head right now is holidays, honestly, and getting away from this bloody game before I start having reconsiderations of, you know, actually bothering when I come back. I'm gonna send this on Namibia or some shit, but whatever. Yep. Classic. Welcome in, Micus. Hope all is well. I mean, there's a difference between being on fire and being in elephant shit, which was what I was doing there, so. But yeah, Rally's doing great. I'm happy to see him doing well, but I mean, we literally had poles that you find in Mendoza, I'm pretty sure, and I moved to Mexico because I got gaslit because I thought the sun was... I didn't see the sun to the north, so I gaslit myself, and it was obviously straight above us. It was so stupid. Is this like West Quebec? Like West Quebec, or is it actually Manny? I'm staying where I am. I mean, you can't make it up. You can't make it up, can you? You can't make it up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. This is exactly why I don't want to play this game sometimes, bro. Right, I'll do another game, but fuck me sideways. Not literally. No thanks. What the hell am I doing? Now I'm just rage sending now. But yeah, we'll do your 10 seconds, Adams. I think we've got time. But after that, I'm going. Like I say, I think if you guys weren't so supportive, I would have probably ended it like to stream like a good hour ago, honestly. Yeah. Happy we managed to get through it together. But also, Marcus, welcome. I saw you message on YouTube as well. So if I'm not as engaged on YouTube, it's very hard to keep an eye on both chats. But for future reference, for to play in these, you need to join. You need to get channel points on Twitch, and then there's like a redemption thing on there. And then I forget Serbia. New stuff exists in the moment. Yeah, I'm happy for both of you, of course. I'm happy for both of you. But also at the same time, it doesn't give me an excuse to be playing dreadful, you know. But I'm happy that you're both doing well. But when I am switching off a 5k last second twice in a row, then you know there's only one thing I'm going to be thinking about. I probably went for the 5k this round as well, but nope, I did it. I was kind of half expecting that to be east once I switched. No, I'm just saying I might be cut to NPZ now. Very fair. Yeah, I mean you have to balance it out. Yeah. The thing is, NPZ like. You got one frame, like with moving, like you have to think about your moving mechanics, you know, bringing things quickly up in your head, getting the pinpoints in when you need to. There's a lot going on in the moving. NPZ, you could not play NPZ for a bit and still vibe things out better than other people. Like, but yeah, I mean, I haven't been grinding for a while, and I feel like I'm probably more successful on NPZ and no move, even though I'm not playing it that much. You know. Yeah, of course. I mean, so does everyone. But yeah, maybe it needs to be de-rusted. But again, it depends how they do the moving qualities, like how they determine it. Because the thing is, you just don't know what they're going to do. At the end of the day, you need to be consistently very close every round. But it also depends, like, will they do it same as last year, where it's like the amount of points you get at the end of the moving seeds, or is it going to be like round by round? And if it's round by round, that can get a bit nasty. If if you're slightly not wired in on those 3 rounds, you're going to get punished a lot. So I'm kind of hoping, for my end, they don't decide to change that, because I think that'll be a bad idea. Yeah, I mean that's just a story of my life. I was in Mississippi the entire round, and I took myself out of it last second. Yeah. Tell us my first thought is good, though. My first thought is usually quite good. I should stick with it more. But I usually talk myself out of it for whatever reason. I don't even know. Do you get oil palms in Trat? It came to mind. I don't know why Trat came to mind. It's probably just some South stuff. I don't care. I'm trying it. I mean, something fell off. Something did feel off. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I'm not a textbook moving player, but I can still do alright at it. But yeah, I mean, who knows, bruh? Who knows what will happen? That's the thing. Like, it's so unpredictable. Oil palms. Okay, it was just Malaysia. Yep, GG. That's one apiece in it, I think. So we go again. But yeah, for me, I think I just need my motivation back. I'll tell you one thing, guys. That's been bothering me that last couple of weeks. That's not that private, but I think it's one apiece, Riley. I don't think it's over, right? Or is it over? Let me know. But I thought it was one apiece. So pretty much I've been trying to get back into my running, and I'm already feeling side pains, which is holding me back again. So that's also been affecting me a lot this week and the last week, that my way of getting out of the house I can't do because I'm feeling a bit of pain, which is, you know, very frustrating, as you can imagine. So I'm hoping, like, it's kind of wearing off a bit, but when I'm running, I don't want to be running feeling that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping it goes away, because that's like my get out kind of thing, get out of the house type of thing. I get out more out of running than I do with walks, so walks I find quite difficult when I'm doing them on my own, because it can be quite isolating at home, not gonna lie. I'm quite an isolated, you know, besides, you know, it's good to have, I've got family around, but it can get extremely isolating, because I don't really have many friends around nowadays at home, so it kind of, there's not much you can do really, unfortunately. So it can be difficult. I mean, I'm gonna try something, but I'm probably mocking the cheese grommet, but sure. Wait, have I trolled? I don't know. But yeah, I think, like, I'm hoping that my running can come back, because that'll just make a massive difference, you know? Of course it's Ankara I was looking at. Of course it was. Told myself out of it. But yeah, I used to run all the time. It was like my hobby before GeoGuessr. But the thing is with running, I will never get, like, obviously, you know, there's days where you feel unfit and you'll be, you know, it's fine. But with GeoGuessr, you know, it's a game, and it's a lot more competitive when I play GeoGuessr, you know, when I'm trying to have goals and stuff. Whereas, like, with running, I can just enjoy my runs, you know, and it's a good distraction. But obviously, if I can't do that and I've got no much options, it's a lot easier for things to feel a lot more difficult, of course. Yeah. Honestly, when I started going out, Adams, it immediately helped me more. Like, me going out instead of grinding, like the week before the events, actually helped me more than if I didn't and grinded. Like, I changed a routine and I did a lot better. So, you know, it did help me at the end of the day. When did that break light exist? I turn my SP clusters again. Well, not again, because I never have. Yeah. The thing is, as you get older, guys, you know, when you're in your teens or, you know, in uni, you've got people, you've usually got people around, most of you guys, but as you get to your 20s and mid-20s, it's scary how easy it is to get very isolated. So just make sure you enjoy it every day and don't take any times out of your friends for granted, because all of a sudden it might be one of those things that might happen once a year. Honestly, guys, don't keep what's the word I was trying to say? Yeah, don't neglect it. Just like always enjoy your time out with your friends. Don't try and think about the negatives. I think that's my main take anyway on it all. Because man, I get so isolated. Without my family, I'm fucked. Honestly, without my family, I'm fucked. Really, if I'm being honest. This might be the pocket down here. Yep, should have got that. Yeah, but are you going to university, Adams, or anything? You don't have to answer, but honestly, my time at school was kind of shit. It was when I went to like university or A levels, which A levels is between school and university. And my university life and my A level life was so much better than school. School sucked. Yeah, school sucked. I'm sorry for me. I was I had friends and people to talk to, but I learned over time that it was kind of all fake. Unfortunately. And I actually met proper friends when I was at sixth form in uni. But sixth form, A levels, it took me a while. It took me a while to actually, get into a friend group that actually wasn't people who didn't give a shit, Not for me. Maybe you went to a private school, Raleigh. Or you were like one of those, I don't know. For me, school sucked. I'm sorry. Like, school sucked for me. Like, people thought I enjoyed school, but I didn't. It was kind of like a couple of things kept me going, and then once those things were gone, everything else just sucked. A levels, yes, like with exams and deadlines and stuff, it's a lot more stressful, I would say, the actual stuff. But if you've got a good group of people around, it's a lot better. It's so much better than secondary school. I mean, when I was at school, Adams, I think the first person I actually met up with was actually someone I actually liked. Like, it wasn't even like a friend. It was like someone I, asked out pretty much. That's the only time I actually went out, which is kind of crazy. But yeah. Besides that, I didn't really go out and meet, with anybody after school or anything. It was either like primary school, which was when I was like 12 or 13, or it was A levels. I was doing stuff, and obviously university, I was in the halls, so it was a lot easier. You kind of just blend, you just evolve to be around people at uni, But yeah. So even when I want to go out, what do I do, son? I don't know, Jeff. Surely you rock up with DJ and have some pints once you're old enough, I reckon. I don't know, Jeff. Watch birds, Jeff. To be fair, watch my start learning all the bird species to get good at GeoGuessr, I reckon. It's my turn, by the way. Yep. Oh yeah, GG's by the way, Riley. I didn't say. And we're doing 10 seconds NMPZ, best of 3. Sure, let's do it. But yeah, like, for me, if I had to do a tier list of, in terms of, like, enjoyment and memories, I would definitely say, I have to put uni as the best experience. And then A levels is definitely by far, but it was a lot more stressful with doing stuff. But secondary school, I feel like, is an illusion for most people. People realize usually how bad secondary school was once you've left and start doing something else. I know bird species, don't worry. To be fair, you should start naming examples, Jeff. I reckon. Prove your knowledge. But yeah, I feel like university would still be better because I was a lot more independent and I went on so many runs in the Lake District and I think it was just all around better. And even though there was deadlines besides like the stress in my final year with the post-COVID stuff, I think even with that, and even like some weeks were really rough because they're doing 4 assignment deadlines in the same week. Like that was really bad. But in terms of general experience, what is the seed, by the way? In terms of general experience, I think uni shits on everything else. COVID did fuck things up though, but thankfully it didn't affect me too much because I just had to get through the first half of the year because for some reason I ended up having all my deadlines in the first term and I had one deadline left for my dissertation. I think it was just my dissertation left for one term, and I barely even managed to do that because I was too busy trying to enjoy my life in the Lake District because obviously I'm not living there now. I wanted to make the most out of it, and no matter how well I did, it really did not matter. Like, if I passed, as long as I didn't get like 40. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. That makes sense. Crazy luck. What was I going to say? Like, even if I put extra effort in all that time, it would not have mattered because if I got like a 70, I would have still got a 2-1. If I got a 52, I would have still got a 2-1. So pretty much with dissertation, as long as it was like not like, as long as I didn't fail it, pretty much, I would have got the degree I would have got even if I tried harder. So I still had to get it done though. Fuck. I like how I visioned South Korea Forest and it was just Slovenia. That's unlucky. Yeah, that's true, it's possible. But then again, my first year wasn't actually that bad. The second year was the good year for me, actually. And the third year, I was just hanging on, really, with the COVID stuff. But the thing is, I had a placement year, so technically I was at uni for 4 years. But my final year was me hanging on, just getting a good enough grades to get 2-1, pretty much. I enjoy high school so much more than primary, to be fair. Primary, I barely remember. I just remember getting told off by dinner ladies, to be honest, for not using a fork to cut. Yeah, bro, it's so stupid, right? My main memory of like primary school is random fights and dinner ladies telling us to cut pizza with a knife and fork. That's literally all I remember, bro. I remember every time they told me to do that, I was like, yeah, I'll do it, and then I just never did it. But yeah, I'm not eating a bloody pizza with a knife and fork unless it's like a pizza that's been made to have to be cut because you can't lift it up properly. Yes, I get the point. But using a knife and fork to cut a pizza, just a normal pizza, like, what are you doing? Who in chat cuts pizzas with a knife and fork? I'm not going to expose you, but I'm just curious who actually uses a knife and fork when they have pizza. Like, who does that? Maybe it's a southern thing. Maybe it's a southern thing. Maybe that's why I hate southerners, because it's a southern thing, and that was the starting mechanism of it all. Let's be real. And masters was masters even more than that. Yeah, my brother did a masters and it was very difficult for him, but he got through it. The thing is, I could apply for a masters whenever, if I wanted to. But that's the thing, like, I have to think about things when I'm on holiday, what I want to do, what's my direction with a lot of things. Like, Like, I think with GeoGuessr and stuff, I want to still be, you know, doing stuff for the community, but I also need to do stuff for myself and, you know, get back. Wait, it's not this stuff, I don't think. I hope it's not. Shit. I was thinking of Angiang or something, weren't I? I'm so cursed. GG. I guess that is over then. It's already 2-0. I also had a master's thesis and yeah, it's not easy. The thing is, like, I have more time and I'm still failing, so it's kind of rough for me. Like, I don't have all stress factors. I'm still not getting where I want to be, but sometimes things come later for others. Best of one, no move, sure. Why not? We're yapping right now, so it's fine to do another. Sure. But yeah, I'll be thinking about a lot of things. I mean, I do want to still push with GeoGuessr because I still feel I got a lot of potential. Like I say, I think, like, right now, this is probably the worst I can be. Like, at the game. Unless, like, I take a whole year off, like, I don't think I can perform as bad as I have been. Oh, it's 10 seconds. It doesn't matter. We'll just play. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Why have we got rumble strips in Europe? what the hell was that road doing? What was going on there? Are they trying to Americanize the Netherlands? Like, what the Jefferson Bay was I even looking at there? It's gonna be some North Minas bullshit, yeah. It's kind of good, dude. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, maybe in the future I would do a masters. It just depends. The thing is, like, if I do a masters now, I have to like do all. It would be a lot more effort because it wasn't straight after doing my degree. That's the only issue really with it. It felt a bit weird for a normal solo, central north solo that, so it makes sense to be down there. But yeah, I'll think all about this, all this stuff. But just gotta take some things a day at a time. At the end of the day, I don't know if I like this guess. I think this is more west. Yeah, I did like this area a lot more. Imagine not just straight away going for the champions degree. Did I say champions degree? Oh my days. I guess I'm tired. Don't know why I sent Wales. That was definitely England. Yeah, I meant masters degree. Masters. I could probably apply for when I got. That's further on the road. Fair enough. Right. Are these fake polls? I'm trying something. Broadest region, guess West Sulawesi. Are you alright, Adams? Nice guess. I think a lot of people could have missed that in the moment in 10 seconds, so fair play, and Adam's getting that. Yeah. GG. Yeah, it's the blurred stuff, East of Kiev. Didn't think of that. Most of the coverage is there. Honestly, I don't know that stuff. I just thought somewhere in West Sulla. I don't know dense coverage stuff, if I'm being honest. I haven't looked into indoor that in depth. But I thought you got a nut. If there's coverage, that could be far north. Yeah, I mean, there's a dense bit here, I guess, but there's still like random bits here and there. But I don't know if it's in the actual hills or not. But then again, like you have to think it is 10 seconds. But yeah, there's a lot of dense stuff here. But in the hills themselves, it's obviously going to be some random roads, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's not where all the it's where most of the coverage is, yeah. But I was thinking it could have easily been something like this, but maybe it's usually more flat here or something, I guess. These roads. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, in ranks, everyone was 5k or everything against me, and then I started sending in 3 seconds and went down 100, yeah. Could be worse. Okay, good to know. Yeah, no more games now, but I'm happy to chat for a little bit before we call it. So yeah, I'm not washed, I guess. I mean, I'm definitely washed at the moment. I mean, I'm still happy about the Jeff League, and I'm getting some points, you know, despite not really being at it. But surely I'll be back soon. But yeah, yeah. So first thing I want to say is, whilst I'm away, there are going to be videos that will be out. So on, I think it's Monday. I think it's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. There should be videos coming out next week. There should be a video coming out tomorrow as well, and Sunday. So there'll be like 5 videos whilst I'm not online, pretty much, and away. And I am going away, Steve. I'm going to Wales in the northwest with my family for a week. It's pretty much the place I went to when I was a kid every summer. So haven't been there for like 10 years. So it's going to bring back some good memories, and my family need it this year for what we've been going through. So, yep, it's going to be very good. So yeah, there's going to be videos coming out. Obviously, I can't stream, and the most important thing I want to mention is there'll be zero contact. Like, I won't have Discord on my phone. I won't be able to see any messages. I won't be playing any GeoGuessr. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, I'm completely away from it. The other thing I might check would be YouTube comments and seeing how the YouTube videos are doing. But besides that, don't expect me to reply to DMs or anything. And if you're in the Jeff League and any questions, you know, you probably need to ping one of the helpers. And if they can't answer, you might have to wait till I come back. Yeah. Honestly, Steve, I think this will be the first time I've completely shut out GeoGuessr since... I don't even remember. I'm trying to remember when the last time I've completely shut off GeoGuessr. I think it would have been my work placement year. It wasn't workplace, it was a job. I was working on an island in Northumberland for like 3 months. And that was before I even qualified. I don't remember. It was either before the first... I think it was before the first World Cup, or it was before the wild card. Holly Island, no. It was Cockay Island where I worked. So, yep. Was it Street Drama version 1? I honestly don't remember, but it was definitely before the second World Cup qualifiers. And because Andorra was the second World Cup, weren't it? The wild card. So it was well before then. I think it was maybe after the first World Cup. I think it was after the first World Cup, maybe. But before the second. But it might have even been before then. But I feel like it would have been... before. I don't remember. I feel like I don't remember. I feel like it was definitely after the first one. It was before Jeff Cord existed, the private one. Um, yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, no, it wasn't. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, 2023 was when I was working on that island. So it was like June 2023, June to August, I think. Um, so yeah, 2023. So my actual proper no contact with GeoGuessr at all was probably then. So that was 3 years ago. I haven't had any breaks, any complete shut off. Um, yeah, dedication is admirable, but it's so important. Yeah, thank you, Steve. Yeah, thank you for that. Means a lot. And yeah, I think I'm just so looking forward to it. I definitely need like this to happen. Like I've been telling my parents, like I need this holiday, like they do. Like I can't just. I need to switch some things off, you know. Like yes, if I can't afford these holidays, then it's just tough shit. But sometimes you kind of just have to, you know. But thankfully, I was able to afford it because obviously the World League stuff came in. Because I think one of the questions I was asked was, well, you know, would the World League money help? You know, you fly out to you know, for the World Cup, you know. But it would have barely made it, you know. And also like I need to save up for future years as well, and I need this holiday, man. But also like all you know the YouTube revenue and the Twitch revenue that really does you know that makes a difference, guys. You know, so very happy that you know that I was able to go on holiday this year with the efforts because I was a bit worried that I was gonna be just stuck at home all year, no holiday, no reward, and just be trapped, you know, in that endless pit of just I don't know, just pain really. But I'm happy that I'm going on holiday. You played in that stream break? Which stream break? You might need to elaborate. So, it was around when Steve was banned. Yeah, I have no idea. Probably. It was probably when it was... I don't know if it was... Was it after... I think it was after the Gouch drama, but maybe it was before then. I think it might have been after the Gouch drama. I think I was playing in the Rainbow competitions before I went on holiday. The Steve thing was after, I think, weren't it? Yeah. The one that happened like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, what did stream break? Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, Leakley, my PC, my monitor, all my setup, it's in my bedroom. It's literally impossible for me to avoid going on my computer and being distracted by something GeoGuessr related. It doesn't necessarily need for me to play the games, which I think I play anyway because I've got friends who I might hop on and just chill with. Like, I didn't grind. I didn't do too much time. I haven't been really, besides Povyats, really. But the reason why I need to go away is because I'm away from my PC. And if you're pretty much your work office, pretty much, when it comes to GeoGuessr, let's say, when it's in your bedroom, you can't escape it. It's like impossible. Because every time I turn the PC on, Discord will literally load up automatically. You know, and then you just get messages, and then you get bored. You can't go out on a run because you're feeling pain in the side of your body, and other stuff can happen in the day. But there's that time where you just don't have anything else to do. You know, so like it was like I say, it was a stream break, but it was also like to really just not do much GeoGuessr, but I still got the Jeff League prepared. I still did some Jeff League videos, and you know, I still did all that, but I just didn't stream for a bit, and I also didn't grind because the grinding takes a lot of effort. I got YouTube a bit going, but I didn't start posting regularly until recently. So it's one of those things, you know, where like you can reduce the workload, but you're not like distracted away from it. That's why like I thought like going away in Poland, you know, when I was with Cookie and a few of the lads was gonna help, but for GeoGuessr I don't think it really helped because once we were there, everyone was just like taking pictures of a bollard, you know. And when we got to the back to the house, everyone was just playing GeoGuessr on the TV. Like, what do you expect with GeoGuessr players, you know? But like, it was a nice holiday, but it didn't really distract me from GeoGuessr. The World Cup doesn't distract you from GeoGuessr, even though it's time away from the house, away from the PC. You still got GeoGuessr things going on. Whereas this, it's like no GeoGuessr at all, like completely nothing. And I won't have Discord on my phone, so I won't get messages. I won't have to check things, you know. So there's all those things, but yep. Anyways, I think I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow. This is the last stream. I will be back streaming not next week, obviously, but the week after. So stay in tune for that, and I will be planning on the weekend what I'll be doing. I could kind of like get some things out, but in a second, what I'm thinking of doing when I'm back, because obviously I kind of want to ventilate that stuff out, you know, now to you guys without, you know, thinking about it whilst I'm away. I'm still hesitant if I'll go. I mean, it's going to be a huge event. I would still definitely go, Adams, if you are able to. But it might be a bit nerve-wracking. You haven't met most people, but you just kind of fit in, and just like I say, you know, I know a friend of mine that's just to experience the event, you know. Nah, I'm chill with it. Fair. Yeah, I would definitely go if you get the chance. Yeah. But I think welcome insights, by the way. But yeah, I think like what the plan is for for GeoGuessr for me at my end is when I'm back for the weekend, I want to have like a plan with the YouTube a bit more. I'm probably not going to post daily for a bit. I'm probably going to do like one every two days or so, and just space it out. And I want to bring back the 1v1 rank videos. Because I do need to start playing them at some point, and I think it would be fun to get the content, because the thing is I could decide to do ranked on stream. I don't know what you guys think, but I could do ranked episodes on YouTube, but I can also just play ranked on stream sometimes, and like I'm fine with that. But obviously if I don't enjoy it as much, then I might just do the 1v1 stuff. With you guys I'm probably gonna do that anyway, but I do feel like I need to get locked in more with the ranked if I want to keep doing GeoGuessr stuff. And I kind of want to do it from a more learning experience when I play, when I'm on Twitch. Like, I don't want it to be negative. I want to be like learning from mistakes. And, you know, if I win games, great, but it'd be more focused on trying to find them improvements, you know. And that's the way I need to go about it. But I do want to get back at the ramp, because it's very important, and I need to build that up. I'm not going to spam games. I'll probably give myself a limit on stream of how many I'll play, like a strict limit. Like, I'm not going to like just rage queue. Like, you know, if I play a few games and I'm not feeling it, I'll tell myself to stop, and I'll make sure that I will tell myself to stop, and if I don't, then I will make sure I won't stream it again, pretty much. So I will cap it, because I'm not going to do like a rage queue stream with the rank. I want it to be a learning experience and to try and get better. But that's the thing. Like, I think when I come back, I feel like I'm confident that my mindset will be very different. I think I would feel a lot more refreshed. Yeah, so a car is enough. Nice. It's hard to stop though in the tilt. It is, but I am 26 years old. I need to learn to mitigate that and try and improve my mental approach when I play ranked. I just have to. I am 26 years old. I need to do better. If I'm young, I can understand precious experiences. But at the end of the day, you're only putting that pressure on yourself with the tilting. And if I get a tilt, I need to learn. Okay, I'm getting annoyed now. I need to stop playing. I need to not play the next game. Sometimes you can't avoid it, but you need to tell yourself when to stop. If you can't tell yourself when to stop, then you shouldn't be playing ranked. That, you know, for the rest of the evening. But it's something that I want to make sure I improve on, because it's good to mentally improve at that. And like I say, I'm hoping when I'm away, I'll come back in the game with a very low expectation mindset, but the preparation will be really good, and it can build up naturally again. And you know, when the time comes, I've done the best I can with the time I've had, and hopefully I qualify. And if I don't, I'll keep pushing the Twitch, I'll keep pushing the YouTube, and maybe I'll get busy with other things, because obviously the World League does help get a bit of money in. But either way, I still want to be doing GeoGuessr, you know. Yeah, it's kind of a bit. I mean, it's going through inflation still, isn't it? Like the ELO, what was it? What the reset? The ELO reset didn't really prevent the inflation, did it? So yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, don't care too much about ELO, but when it comes to the qualifiers, if your ELO's good enough, it's good enough, you know. But you never know. You don't know what criteria they would use for maybe former World League players. Like, if we're with two people on a very similar ELO or the same ELO, that might make the difference of me being the qualifiers and that person not. You just never know. But we don't know what the devs are going to do. We never do. So, but yeah, the peak is the key in it. But either way, whatever peak I get, and if I get in to the qualifiers, great. But the thing is, like, I could comfortably get into the qualifiers, right? And then not qualify, which is the same as just not getting to the qualifiers anyway. In terms of if you want to get into the World League. But you could barely make it to the qualifiers and then qualify, and that's better than performing well to get to the qualifiers. So, you know, it's going to be on the day type of thing. And how others do on the day type of thing, and you just never know what's going to happen, and we don't know how they're going to do it. If they do it the same, then it's just going to be a flip of a coin. But the better you are, the more likely you'll get in. But yeah. Yep, they need to, but at the same time, will they? That's the question that I guess we'll find out later on. But I also don't want them to do it in the way they do the open wildcard. If they do it the same way as they do the open major wildcard, I would just probably not care about playing anymore. Well, playing competitive anymore, because there's too many flaws with that, in my opinion. There's too many flaws. Especially with, you know, how many, you know, it only takes one group of people to cause a lot of problems. I don't know. I think the open wild card qualies is just asking for trouble. Like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to obviously say things, you know, without evidence. But at the end of the day, let's just say it's very easy to just, you know, be smart. You know, someone to be smart and help their buddy out. You know, it doesn't need to be obvious. It could be very subtle. People could be in the same VC and just help their mate out. Like, how do you prevent that in a qualifier? At least in the actual World League qualifiers, actually you're in a VC, you're showing your screen. But in an open major qualifier, you're not in a VC, you're not showing your screen. People can just join your bloody VC call and help you, and you just have to hope that if let's say somebody does that, that person will just hope nobody snitches. And that will, you know, like you said, if it's happened this year and it's happened last year, it will happen again. No doubt. Because people get desperate. People will get desperate to get in, which is what happens when there's money on the line or anything. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the overflow of it. Really, they need to like find something where there's like something where you place seeds, but it's difficult. You kind of have to do it at the same time, or like hop into like a live challenge type of thing, where where a group of you are playing at the same time. If that makes sense. But then you could argue, well, if they do the same seeds, then that's that. But that's the thing, like, I don't know. There has to be something else where it's a hard thing to deal with. But I feel like the Open Majors qualifier is really bad. If people can hop into a VC with anybody at any time, that's not esports. I'm sorry, but it is very hard to manage. Yeah. That's the other thing you said, Spotted. That's the thing. Like, it's very scuffed. The whole thing's scuffed. That's why, like, you have to have low expectations going into it, and just if you have a good day, you've got a good chance. Yeah, I just think the Open Major is just the way it's done. I like it when you're in a VC because it means at least you got nobody to help you out. You know, like you don't want to be playing somebody. Like imagine like you're trying to get in and you're playing against like this account, somebody, and you don't realize that they've got 10 people just telling them the answer or checking JSONs for them during the round. Like, not so that did happen, but that could happen, and you know how things like that can just make a big, you know, if that consistently happens, that can make the difference of like, you know, one very good player getting an advantage on another very good player because they're, you know, they're playing a lot more like a robot, or, you know, like I say, you can't have that happen. If you allow that to happen, it's not, it's just, it's not, you know, it feels illegitimate, you know, the whole thing. But that's just my take. Like, I need to find a solution, but people have to be in a VC to be monitored. You can't have people just willy-nilly not being monitored for a qualifier. Like, I understand the difficulties with, like, you know, the rank system, and we just have to hope people get banned when they do it. But even then, like, it's just that's the biggest problem in it, really, at the end of the day. That's why, like, you know, you could be one of the best players in the world, but you could just keep queuing the same person, and all of a sudden, like, a year later, you realise that they did this all the time against you. You know, and that would suck, you know. Anyways, either way, like I say, you know, anybody who's going to Berlin, I hope you guys have a great time. I'll be back from holiday well before Berlin happens, but I would have loved to go, because I've never been to Germany, and it would have been a nice excuse to go, but it's just too expensive, and I would not be able to go on this holiday that I need a lot more than I needed to go to this event. No offense, there are just some things more important in life than GeoGuessr, if I'm being honest as well, and that is family. So yep. What else was gonna say? Yeah. So what's the plan when I come back? So the weekend, I would have loved. Are you going, Alex, or are you not? So for the weekend, when I'm back, I'm not gonna be streaming on the weekend or anything. I'm gonna be planning. So I've kind of got an idea how I'm gonna go about the moving and have a spreadsheet and keep track and record things. Because for me, the Anki Dex now is just too extensive. It's not good for me to keep up with, and I feel like it just gets a bit too messy. Whereas like with spreadsheets, I organize it in my own way. So I'll be preparing the grinding spreadsheets for my moving, and I will start thinking about the no move, because there are content ideas I'll get to soon as well, or types of videos I want to do that will also help me grind for those videos, pretty much. Then I'll get to that later. But pretty much what I need to do is I need to like make a spreadsheet plan for seed activity. So I need to have an idea of making sure I'm playing enough games. Because obviously, you know, when you're playing ranked, you're playing 1v1s directly. And I feel like if you're preparing for a qualis, you know, if you're trying to get into the qualifiers, like if you got your good enough peak elo, but you went to the qualifiers and it's seed based, you need to be playing enough seeds and seeing how consistent you are, and you know, regularly playing seeds will has helped me in the past get through those qualifiers pretty much. And I need to do that again, get more seeds in, and I'll do that for moving, I will do that for no moving and NPZ, but this time I will also make sure there'll be a 25k seed or a couple or something where I have more of that involved this time round, so I can work on it. So that is one thing. So that's one thing I wanted to say. Like the grinding preparation, I need to think about obviously the spreadsheet preparation to make it structured and organised for myself to keep track of how active I'm doing things. There's the global practice for seeds, you know, moving and moving NPZ. But then I need to find a way of fitting in the big countries practice. It's like, for example, Brazil needs a lot of room for improvement. Indonesia needs even more room for improvement. Like, those are two big countries already that I need to really work on. And there's some things that I can work on that kind of work on all round. So, like, for example, vegetation, like improving the vegetation in Mexico, Brazil, Indonesia, even like finding things, getting a feel of vegetation, even on hard NPZ rounds, getting good at vegetation will help, and that's something I want to work on. But like big countries, especially like Brazil, Indonesia in particular, I just need to be a lot better at with vibes and very specific metas. And there's also other big countries as well, like, for example, US with all the car JSON. You're going to play against opponents who are going to know that now. You've also got, like, my India region guessing needs to be a lot better. If I make India starting to get worse again, so I'll make sure I put time into India. But, yep. And also, I need to not contemplate when new countries come out, give the time for the new countries, practice Europe more, make sure I'm playing enough Europe, so I'm trying to improve my Europe country consistency, trying to improve my region guessing consistency for some Europe countries that you never get to. For example, Spain. When do I ever get to practice region guessing Spain? When do I ever get a chance to region guess Italy? When do I get the chance to region guess, something like Germany or, Turkey or, even bloody Poland because it's so fucking massive. But we know Poland's a bit of a meme with region guessing. But I found ways. I found solutions with antenna and season combos, or antenna types and season combos with copyrights. But that's kind of a bit brain destroying. And obviously there's other things as well I need to think about when it comes to improving my non-move NPZ consistency. But obviously the movies will be very important. For Europe it's big. It's big enough. Adams, it's big enough. It's bigger than, yeah, it's one of the biggest ones in Europe. Like, it's not like Belgium or Netherlands or something. You don't want to be sending the wrong side of Poland if you can prevent it. Because I have done some research. Like, if you're ever down in the future, I'm happy to play some games with you at some point and maybe share maybe some findings that, you probably might have already known, but I'm always down to chat about it. Are you talking about Gen 3 or Gen 4, Adams? With antennas? Very fair, yeah. But what was I saying? Let me just get this tab shut. Why is chat paused due to scroll? Gen 4, yeah, Gen 3. Like, I did some time with the Baltics. Like, I learned how to region guess every single Baltic country now, which is kind of crazy, but it shows, like, the potential I have when I give it the time. So I feel like I've practiced certain skills to help me region guess in the Baltics that that seem to be kind of similar to the skills you need for those type of rounds in Poland. And then combine it with other stuff. And, Adams, I'm learning voivodeships as well. Oh, sorry, powiats, sorry. What am I on about? Powiats. So I've done, I've done most of the west ones. That's how I knew bloody, I'll show you on the map, but that's how I knew Volstein, for example. But even though I was hesitant for some reason because I'm just not locked in, I know certain clusters, yes. I do need to revise it, but I do need to check. Didn't want to bother Kiribati, but I was chatting to him about it. But I've learned Gen 3 antenna stuff for Latvia, and I've actually sorted out Estonia as well, which is tiny, but I've learned how to region guess all three of them pretty much with Gen 3 especially. Learning voivodeships, I mean, there's only 16 or 17, but yeah, I meant powiats. Yeah, because today we had like 2410 today, which gave away the lake. Yeah, I was wondering that. I just didn't remember, unfortunately. Like, that's the thing. Like, I did a bit of it for like a period, but then I left it, and it's one of those things. Like, once you leave it, if you don't recap it, it's not going to be in your head, especially if you're on planet Mars for half the stream, which it felt like. I just could not concentrate today at all. Like, Like the Poviat that we literally had, that should have been like a 3-second send. Or maybe a 5-6 seconds because I was playing you and I should have just 5k'd it with an extra couple seconds. But yeah, I'm happy. Like I say, contact with Kiribati, but I don't really bother him during preparation for the World Cup. But I'm always down to practice Europe countries with, if you guys are ever down, 1-to-1 or anything. Like, for example, like France, I feel like I'm an NPC at. Like, any little thing that could make the difference between sending, the Pyrenees over the Alps, or not running up certain architecture metas, or learning a certain cluster, like, things like that could make a massive difference. Like, those game-changing moments too. Yeah, I did learn the castle of Slovakia, I've just forgot. So there's a lot I need to relearn. Like, there's a lot of things in Europe where you can just learn by car meta. Like Romania, like I learned so much from Romania. I got a really good score in Romania when I was practicing several times. But half of that's left my head because I haven't done it for a while, So that's what I mean, like, when you're not actively playing, or you're not in the mindset to be actively playing, it's pretty difficult to keep that consistency unless it's ingrained kept in your head for the long term. But yeah, I think there's a lot of things to think about. And yeah, is there anything else we want to talk about the grinding? Obviously, I want to do some 1v1 practice with some people. Obviously, I'm going to do a series with the pros. Obviously, I've done some already with Jamabi, Bulgarian Joya. But when I'm back, I'm going to try and get those going before, obviously, it's too close to the event. And yeah, I think I'll be doing that for 1v1s, and also anybody who wants to train, just give me a shout, because I think it'd be good, like I said, it'd be good to have like a 1v1 part. I mean, I usually do stuff with Topotic anyway, but it'd be good to like play with some of you guys as well. And obviously, I don't know what Topotic's goals are. I mean, I could talk to him probably about it, but Topotic's helped me a lot with 1v1 stuff, like, not necessarily gameplay grind, but kind of almost like a little bit of coaching preparation. I feel like I'd probably need some, it'd be nice to have somebody who would be there, but like I say, so if you can't really ask for it, it's just someone who would just be down to help you out. Because for me, like, it'd be great to have that person who would be like, trying to help you out, not necessarily just for making sure you learn your stuff and getting through stuff, but actually for the mental, it's going to be very important for me. But at the moment, I don't know. Like I say, Spotter's been really helpful in the past with that, but he might have things on, as well. So he's a busy guy. The French map domination helped me and other pros. Nice. Yeah, I could give that a go. Yeah. Like I said, I think I just need to play games with people who have had more experience with France, so I know kind of what to look out for, what things to pick up, and make life easy. Because I think France, like, obviously car meta, I don't want to learn car meta clusters, like, unless it's really easy to remember. It'll be like trying to make sure you start breaking down the country with the vibe aspect, and just recognizing landscapes, learning certain IRL stuff. I think will be really good for France, if possible. But yeah, so like I say, I'll be really working indoors as well. I'm in contact with I'm usually in contact with Azurin though, but I'll be wanting to get a lot more Indonesia activity in. I think Indonesia, Brazil, and India, in terms of just general vibes and consistency, I want to work on those a lot, because those are meant to be my 3 main strengths when it comes to the game. Whereas like stuff like Russia is kind of coverage, merchant learning, and I'm in contact with one of the lads who last year, I don't know how active he is now, but I can find ways to improve at that. We're talking to him. Like there's a lot to do, but this is why I need to plan it out on the weekend when I come back, because there's one half I'm planning, which is the actual grinding, and there's the other half I'm planning, which is the content and the streaming and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot to do, and obviously updating JSONs, because I also need to like sort out my JSON updates. Like I'm probably known for having loads of JSONs, but there's a lot of JSONs that I need to update. But yeah, you can imagine like, yeah, how many JSONs I have. So I kind of need to like make like a, update some, or just like when I go back to the country again, kind of like do a reset approach, and just go at it again. But yeah, you see the point. You see what I mean, you know. Update them and send us. I think it'll be 2029 by the time I've sent you them all. I'm not gonna lie. And half of them won't be useful because they're outdated, or I made another one that was better afterwards. So yeah, good luck with that one, Chief. But yeah, anyways, there's a lot to do. And obviously there's a lot of like things I need to recap and de-rust and stuff. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Paul. Welcome in. There's a lot of things I need to sort out. So that's like the grinding side. So there's a lot to do. But I need to plan what I'm going to do before I do it. Yeah, I think it must have been updated ones. Yeah, because it was all like car metas, and I had some JSONs from Moo and stuff, I think, at the time. Spaghetti. And then also there was other JSONs out there, but then I split it by region because I wanted to visualize the roads in that region and make sure like I actually get a feel for the area, and also road editors, you know, get a feel of it first and then start adding things up together. But 16 isn't. It's because of like updated ones, or like one I wanted to like just do regions first, or another I wanted to like just look at the actual type, and then I found out there was new coverage, so I made another JSON and so on. You know. But yeah, like either way, you know, like if you think that's bad, well, look how much Russia stuff I've got. Like, yeah. You know, like, and that's not even all of it. Like, the stuff I haven't put in files yet, you know, like Brazil, for example, all my car cluster JSONs that I've made and stuff. Well, I'll be planning everything right now because it'll be too short term. Like, if I do it all in tonight, then right now, my mind's thinking holiday. I won't be productive with it. Like, I wouldn't be productive, to be fair, why is there so much Russia? Because I try and practice maps that I've given antenna types and given season combinations. And when you think of giving antenna types and season combinations, and then you got Gen 4 car types and season combinations, and you want to road learn the fuckers, you know, you train for specific things, for specific situations a lot for Russia. So it does add up. And also in the past, there was a JSON from Finbar, but I also found Steffen's JSON really useful. Then there'll be another JSON that's come out, and you try and break that down. It adds up. It adds up. Like I say, it's just like I have a JSON and I know which one is the main one I look at. But also, yeah. Some people be doing this while I have like 3 Russia JSON, yeah. Because that's for me, I like breaking JSONs apart. Like, I don't like having red car, no car, black car in the same JSON. I feel like, to me, that's pointless. Like, if you know the rough distribution of the cars, then you're fine to split them up, you know. And then you try and get better when you have black car, when you have red car, when you have no car, when you have no car antenna. Then you combine seasons, so sometimes it's autumn. What's the point? You know, if I'm able to identify autumn, or you know, like, not even autumn, but you know what I mean, like August or July or September. Like, I don't need to combine that with May coverage because I know it's obvious. It looks so different, you know. Like that's just like the way I do it. I like breaking it apart because I just feel like I am. It's good for a recap if you do combine ones because you're recapping the ones you've done before. But if you want to train for a specific thing to get good at that specific situation, for me it's easy to break it into smaller JSONs. So they don't even need to be small. They could be big. You know, they don't have to be small. And I break it down. So yep. That's how it kind of works, but for me, but I don't like doing things all in one JSON. I kind of like think of everything as like a pyramid. You start at a base, and once you're doing the base, you start doing these other tasks, which, you know, like one task, there's a lot to do, but you don't just keep doing the same base for every time you go up the pyramid. You know, you do like, you know, certain specific thing, but in more depth to get better, and you build that up, and as you go higher, you know, it's more about, you know, make sure you de-roast, polish it, and be more specific when you can be. And eventually at the top, then you are in a situation where you're like, right, all the ingredients are there now. Now we can, we can just use the base again, you know, the bottom, and I would do a lot better than I would have done, you know, if I did climb up that, you know, that pyramid, if that makes sense. But that's just my style of memorizing things, breaking things down. That was always the case at sixth form as well. When I was doing my A levels, is I was always good at when I had like an order, a structure with breaking things down. Doing everything at once was never my style during education. So, yep. But yeah, what I was going to say now, yes, the YouTube, the Twitch. So, what's the plan with that? Right. So the first thing I'll mention is, like I said before, I want to get ranked back. I want to do ranked episodes. I think when I get back, there won't be as many videos actually being released. It'll probably like once every 2 days, probably, which is still pretty active. But I'll probably won't release ranked videos that regularly. It'd be like maybe like once a week, maybe. But when I do record, I want it to be like, chaos, as fun as it can be for you guys, and we can have a good laugh. And I'll do the best I can. And if I mock the bacon, I mock the bacon, and just have a fun time recording, and maybe some more rage compilation stuff. I don't know, but I think it'd be good to bring them back. You guys enjoyed them, or most of you guys did. And also with YouTube, I want to obviously do other things as well. Obviously like the pro play alongs. I think a fair amount of you guys, maybe the more up and coming players really get a lot of the play alongs, especially the country pro play alongs as well. I always get asked, can you just send a JSON link? And there's no JSON link, it's just a file. Like, you have to just go and plonk it. Unless like I make like a document, but with the links, but it's a bit of effort that. When you're trying to get things done in a tight schedule. But yeah, I think like I want to get those play-alongs, those pro play-alongs going. Even though I guess the pro is kind of controversial now because I'm not really in the main events now. But maybe next year I can reclaim that pro word, I guess. But I guess on YouTube you kind of have to use it anyway, because I'm probably still better than 99% of people at GeoGuessr still. But it's just the way it is. So yeah, that's one thing. I want to do occasional videos that are a bit different. Like obviously I think the iNat guesser is something different, and I want to kind of like people who are more into like using plans, and like a different site concept. I think that's quite fun. And it is my jam, because at university I did do animal conservation as a degree, so I kind of want to do that because nobody else is doing that, and I think it's fun to do. Not regularly, but maybe the occasional video I think will be nice to do. It's a shame because we can't do 1v1 duels with that. I think it'd be more interesting if you have like more 1v1 stuff, or get like an expert involved, which I could get going. Because I think the first one did pretty well on YouTube. Nothing crazy numbers, but good for my channel anyway. Yeah, that's true, Zach. That's true. Yeah, so that's like some slightly different videos. Obviously, when I do update videos, like when obviously I was a bit behind with the Ghana and the Georgia and what's it the Ghana, the Georgia, and the Balkan stuff I was late with. But unfortunately, there was like a very unfortunate thing that happened as one of those countries dropped, and then private reasons is also why I had to not stream, because I would not have survived the stream, because my brain was just fucked from what happened from privately. So yeah, what was I on about? Yeah, so pretty much if that stuff happens, I will obviously try and do videos on that. Also the Jeff League stuff will not be happening next week. Well, it's not happening this week, it's not happening next week whilst I'm away. So there is like a break away with the Jeff League stuff. So the Jeff League content won't be out the week when I'm back, but it would be the week after, because obviously the game week starts again when I'm back with the matches. But one thing that's different is there will be Jeff Cups now. So from the 5th week, which is when it will be back active once I'm back from holiday, there will be 2 days usually on the weekend, or 2 evenings in the weekend, where there will be a competition that will involve Jeff League players. So there's like going to be like 5 Jeff Cups, and each Jeff Cup number will be eligible for certain divisions to apply. So like, let's say it's Jeff Cup, Jeff Cup 1. that will only be Div 1, Div 2, and maybe some Div 3 players, depending on availability. And something like Jeff Cup 4 might only include, Div 5, Div 6, and Div 7, for example, players that can apply. So that'll be happening. It will get, the top players involved, but also some up-and-coming players, because I do feel like it's great to give these up-and-coming players an opportunity to play in these events and to have a good time, because I feel like you don't have to be a top 20 player to feel like you should compete in something, or, and I feel like getting these competitions in, getting these different divisions in, it seems like a lot of the players are enjoying it. Not had many dropouts. Most of them have been due to private reasons, which is very fair. But the Jeff League stuff with Bag, and there will be Jeff Cups happening, which is very exciting because these like cup events will get a winner each week, and pretty much the winner will qualify for like a more like elite thing towards the end of the season for each division. So pretty much like the best league performing players and the best cup performing players for a given division, because you'll get some amount of points depending on your performance in those cups, will then qualify for like a Champions Cup, which is like the elite, more towards like the finals pretty much. And the winner of that Champions Cup will then play the league winner, and then that will determine the person who wins the Ultimate Jeff for that division, for example. Not yet, Zerka. Pretty much what will happen is there'll be an announcement in your division, and you'll just have to. There'll be like a different channel, like a sign-ups channel, where you just have to put me or something, and the thing is, like, we need to make sure that people don't just say me or tick or use the reaction, and then we include them, and then they delete it or untick it without telling us, and then they say, "Oh, can't make it." So we need to make sure it's a good structure, but there'll be a way where you will have to apply, because some players in our divisions might not be able to play. For example, Australians and New Zealanders, the time zone might not be good for them. So, that's one thing. And also, like, I did the best I can with the ordering. So, like, some of you guys might be available at the time, but it might, unfortunately, be one of the weeks might be when you're away on holiday. But there's nothing I can really do about that. But I did try and take that into account before, announcing the video in the private channel that all the Jeff League players can see. So that's going to be happening. That'll be happening once we're back, pretty much every weekend, pretty much one or two evenings a weekend, pretty much, either the Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, one of those three, around 7:30 p.m. BST, pretty much similar to when the invitationals were. So that's something to keep in mind. The Jeff Leagues will still happen. The Div 1 season will end significantly earlier than I think the other divisions. So, which is quite interesting. So I'll probably figure something around, something to do around that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. What else was I thinking right now? So Jeff League will still be obviously going on. And then obviously play-alongs. The ranked series will continue. I'll also bring back my when we have the chance. Because this is very busy since she's been at home. But when we get the chance again, we'll do the coaching my sister to get better at GeoGuessr and continue the series, because we've done like pretty much every continent. We wanted to start getting through like certain regions of Europe. We want to get Australia done, and I think there's a lot of especially up and coming players, maybe not pros, but players who want to get better. It's a good way for them to get motivated and see my sister improve at the game and stuff, as a beginner. But also it's kind of an interesting dynamic. Sibling content is always something interesting and a bit different, because the thing is, like, once we go through these different regions, we could do like some 2v2s at some point. We could do some direct 1v1s. There's lots of ideas I could do. I could really expand on that a lot more as well, where we can kind of make it from the educational side to where it might become more of an entertainment side as well in the future. But again, depends on my sister's availability and stuff, which obviously that will always come first, not what I want. So like I want to bring that back as well. And like I say, YouTube, I'll be grinding, and like I say, if you want to see certain videos, let me know, guys. Like just let me know. Like, if if you've got any ideas or you want to see certain videos, just say something. Just say it on a YouTube comment section, or just say it on a stream, or say it on a Discord. Like, letting me know what you guys want to watch is really good feedback. It's really good feedback to know what content you guys want to see as well, and there might be ideas that I've not really done yet, and I can try out. And like I say, don't be shy, let me know. Like, if you've got an idea of what I could do, don't, if you think of it in the spot, just say it, for example. Because if you say, oh, I think of something, but then you leave it, let's say, I'll tell him later. You might forget to tell me later, for example. Leak some metas. That's the thing. Like, I don't think I've got many. I don't think I've got private metas on me anymore. I think all of it's kind of come out anyway. Because the thing is, like, I do my partial research, but I just never make a guide on it, so it's like always incomplete. So it's kind of hard to. But I try and explain it in videos. It's my own metas, especially. But yeah, not a fan of gatekeeping anymore. But well, I never have been. Let's just make it clear. But I respect the time that people put in, and if they don't want it to be out there straight away because they haven't finished the research, then that's fine. It's down to that person, to make that decision. But everyone should have, same resources. But again, like, if you put in so much time to carry out the research, I think it goes both ways sometimes, especially if it's a very dense thing and you need that extra time to confirm things. It's very understandable. Something like Team Duels, but my sister picks a country where we are guessing. Yep. Exactly. That's the type of content that I think that could do, especially as we get through the regions, because I think once, like, we've done Australia and we've done some stuff in Europe, or just done Europe in general, then what else can we do? We could do some other big countries. But other than that, then it just comes down to more gameplay and doing some more entertaining stuff, with my sister and stuff. And that's the kind of thing. Or maybe, we can team together, and maybe there's a sibling, other creator has a sibling, and we play against them, them two, let's say, I don't know, like I say, for example, Jake could just play me and my sister with his sister, for example. Like, that's an example that could work, for fun of it. But there might be some other creator that's kind of also helping their sibling, and it might be a nice coincidence, But I don't know. There's a lot of things we can go about with the sibling content, for sure. Yeah. But also, Jake might be the worst person with DMs of all time. So it'd be probably like the next winter by the time he'll reply. But he's a very busy guy. But he does reply. I'm only exaggerating. Game review of low rated players. That's true. I could do game reviews. I think that's something I'm also thinking about, because I'm also been looking at what other creators have been doing, and I obviously don't want to announce it yet because I need to plan it. But I might introduce like a membership thing for with some incentive that people who want to show extra support, or who who want to have some extra benefit or want to just show extra support, there's the opportunity to do that, because the membership thing would really help me. And it's also a good excuse to do more specific videos for you guys that might not necessarily affect the algorithm, if that makes sense. But that's something I'm thinking about. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but it is something I'm keeping in mind. But yeah, and that could be a good way to keep in contact with those who are actively watching the content and can afford membership as well. But that's something in the future to think about. I don't want to say it's going to happen yet, but it's something that could happen. But it needs to be well thought out, and it needs to benefit those who do want it, to have the membership. And also, it's optional. Like, I don't want it to feel like, oh, if you don't have this membership, you'll miss out on so many things. I don't want that to happen, obviously. It's just a way, if anyone wants to show some extra support, it's a good way of doing it through that as well. Obviously Twitch is very helpful too. But I could definitely do some additional stuff on YouTube, but I can't because there's only so many videos I can do, and that I feel like, would be good for YouTube, but for specific people or group of people, then that'd be good. And also early access to videos as well. Like, if I'm going to space out things every 2 days, maybe some videos I will, give early access to those who are, showing extra support. So, yeah, it's very difficult, but I need to think about that. But it's something I'm thinking about, so just keep that in mind if that might interest you. But yeah, what else were we saying? Yeah, he's too busy beating kids in random trivia games. Not gonna lie, Riley, I read that as too busy beating kids, and that's the only thing I read at first. But yeah, the game reviews would be really good as well. And obviously, it'd be nice to coach people, but obviously, I've only got so much time, and I can't coach everybody, you know. But it'd be nice to like give some people opportunities for like direct one-to-one coaching, but there needs to be more incentive behind it because I've only got so much time, you know, and you know, I can't help everybody besides the videos, but there might be an incentive where someone might need more of that one-to-one stuff, you know, and maybe that's something to think about for the future as well. We could also do Unks versus Youngsters, and it's like Jeff and one of a pro versus, yeah, to be fair, you guys just want to get your name out there. Yeah, I'm joking now. Yeah, like I said, all these that's a good idea as well. I think just like gameplay stuff in general would be nice to get more jewels in and stuff. Yo, Bloom, thank you for the raid. Low key, this might be the first raid I've seen from you. But yeah, shout out Bloom, welcome in. How was your stream, man? Hope all is well. How's it going? Hope you were doing great, man. Yeah, true. I mean, I've been yapping for like half an hour because I'm going on holiday tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Well, Sunday. I'm going to Wales for a full week. Hope everyone's doing well, by the way. Welcome in. If you don't know me, I'm Jeff, but everyone knows me. I'm Jeff at this point. Some people call me Anthony Gordon now because of the England player, but it's unlucky. But what I was just saying is, yeah, so pretty much I'm going away to Wales on Sunday, and it's going to be the first time where I'll have zero contact with anything GeoGuessr, Discord, anything for like 3 years. And I haven't realised that till now, which is crazy. And it's with the family as well, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I need it as well, and I need that complete shut off. Why Gordon in particular? Because apparently he looks like me, so yeah. Just Google it and you can probably get the resemblance. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Choso, enjoy. Hope all is well as well. But yeah, I need it. But yeah, hope you're streaming out well. And yeah, I was just doing some 1v1s with the viewers. I saw MK did it at some point, so he kind of inspired me to do something with my viewers as well. Great to see MK doing some content regularly now. And then we just started yapping, you know. But I assume you're about to go, but I really appreciate the raid, and like I say, I hope all is great, man, because like I say, I'm down to catch up when we get the chance, because I've said it already, but I think it's confirmed. Oh, well, it's pretty much confirmed now that I'm not going Berlin, so I won't be able to catch up that way, unfortunately. But you'll be busy with work anyway, so. But I hope you enjoy your food, Jeff, and I will enjoy the rest of the stream and the yapping, and yeah, that'll be great to catch up. It would be awesome, but of course it'll be after when I'm back from Wales. I think I'll be back not next week, but the week after. But I'm always down to do stuff like just a general catch up or something on stream. I'm always down. I'll be still doing GeoGuessr and still pushing things out there. But yep, don't want to get you trapped in a Yappington DC loop, you know. Enjoy your food, and thank you for the raid. And again, we'll catch up soon. Have a good one, man. But yeah, if anyone wants to join the yapping, pretty much I'm just like talking about. We'll talk about the World League, well, the qualifiers, preparation, what the plan is with that, trying to have that reset when coming back. But we were just yapping about video ideas for YouTube. So if any of you guys have any, any ideas or anything you would love to see, then feel free to share. And obviously, if I feel like something would really be good for Bloom to do, maybe I'm happy to share those ideas with him as well. So I am going to be back next week to do. Well, after I'm from holiday, I'm going to be back with the YouTube, and keep grinding and obviously doing the content. Because at least with the content, I know it's a lot more guaranteed that I can keep that going. Whereas qualifiers, I'm either in or I'm out, you know. So it's a very uncertain thing, no matter how much I grind. But we were just thinking about content ideas, what we could do, what you guys would love to see, and plans going forward. But what else we were saying? Yeah, I also showed my gajillion JSONs that I haven't touched for a while when I was actively grinding, which was quite funny. And what else were we talking about, chats? Yeah, I think a lot of it was just grinding preparations and YouTube stuff. And also some Twitch as well. So like with Twitch, obviously I want to be back when I'm back from holiday next week. I obviously going to do the Jeff Cup events on the weekends. I think Chicago and Amon are doing an event, aren't they, with, I believe, US versus Oceania, Australasia or something. And that kind of reminds me of when I did it with Amon, and when I also did the GeoCreator Pro event. I think that'd be really nice to do. Like I say, it could be great, something to do with Bloom, for example, or Lenley, or any other creator who's active on who is streaming on Twitch who would be interested in that. That's something I want to bring back to Twitch, because these events are really fun and you guys really enjoyed them when they did happen. And they're like one hit events, they're not like every single week. Because I think the problem with the invitational ones is it got a bit too repetitive at the end. But the loyal guys, the local ones, everyone who was there for every single week, that was awesome. But it kind of needed something different, And like I say, I will try and get these events going and get more people involved. Like Jeff League is a great thing to get people involved in, and obviously these like creator collab events, tournaments, I think will be great for the future. I will do grinding streams. I'll probably do info grinding streams on Twitch. I think that's good for me for productivity. Obviously there's some things I might need to prepare beforehand, like maps and getting some things sorted beforehand. But I want to do grinding streams. I know some of you guys also like to see me plan as well, and see how like a Farmer Pro or whatever breaks things down, how they approach it, how they practice it, and maybe you might get motivated as well with a few things, or you might follow similar things, similar footsteps along the line. Like like I say, I want to do those streams still, but I also want to do some dual content as well. I want to do some ranked, but I'll probably do like a cap. Like I don't think I want to do more than 10 games per stream, for example, depending on the mode. But it could be like more of an educational thing, and also probably some some interesting moments probably will happen. But I don't want it to become just a tilt fest all the time. I need to like learn how to deal with tilt a lot better and just be more happy and just enjoy playing the game. So there's all those things that we were talking about, and just any more ideas, don't be shy to ask. Don't wait for later, just say it now. If you got a good idea, say it now. Like whenever I have a good idea, I always try and write it down somewhere or note it down on somewhere on my Discord. So when I actually go back to my notes, I don't forget about it. So like if you've got any ideas, don't be shy to bring it up. But the only negative is obviously I'm not going to go to Berlin. That's pretty much confirmed. But what I was saying before, Bloom's gone. But like I say, I did get the worldly money, but I need a lot of money just to keep myself going for this year. But also, I'm going with my family. And I pretty much, if I did go to Berlin, I wouldn't go away on holiday with my family this year with that complete break away from GeoGuessr. And I'm gonna be honest, that full week break away from GeoGuessr and having that time with my family is just more important. So that's just a lot more important. And even if I did go to Berlin, I would have been very skint by the end of it pretty much, and I might have not enjoyed it either. Like I can't guarantee I would have enjoyed this year. So if I went, but it was a bit of a risk if I did go. And thank you, Mayo. Thank you very much. So all I would say is, even though the start of the stream was quite might have been a rough watch for some of you, but it's just like I said, just all I would say is this year has been a very tough year for me so far, inside and outside GeoGuessr. But this week break is going to be very, very important going forward, that this is the most important thing that can happen right now. So I'm going to make sure I enjoy it, have time with my family, have a good time, and when I'm back, I'm going to lock the Jeff in on the weekend, plan really well, lock in, and get going from that Monday, and go all in, and do the best I can. And when it comes to the qualifiers, if I make the qualifiers, great, then awesome. If I don't, then I've got the YouTube and the Twitch that I can still push, still grind, and I'll be more open for collaborations again, because I've been kind of taking a break away from collabs. But once I'm back, I'll try and push more for the content as well, because that's something I know I can do. Whereas, like, I don't know if I'm going to be in the World League next year. I don't even know if I'm going to make the qualifiers. I just don't know what's going to happen in the future, you know. And also, hopefully, once I'm back from holiday, I can get back running again and distract myself, get out more. And I find running a lot easier to do, to get myself out than going on a walk, because I find isolated walks can kind of suck sometimes for me. But running has always been something I've really enjoyed. And for context, guys, before GeoGuessr, before I had a bad foot injury, I was running 70k a week. And that's in the Lake District, so I was always going up hills, and I was a very active and very fit runner, I would say. I was probably not far off, you know, county level, I would say, if for fell running at least. So I was a proper runner. So unfortunately, a foot injury caused me to not run much during COVID as well, and that's how I got connected to GeoGuessr. So I'm trying to get back to running because it's really good for me mentally, and also it's something I want to, you know, see how far I can take it as well, because I really do enjoy my running. Like, if I can do an ultra marathon, or you know, you never know in the future, because I used to do content on running a long time ago, so it'd be good to bring that back, and hopefully then aches and pains I've had the last 2 weeks will go away whilst I'm away, and I can go back and I can get back to the running again and have that more healthy routine whilst I'm grinding, because otherwise there's not much else I can do. So yeah, is there anything else I wanted to say? Not really. I'm just going to look forward to the holiday, and I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's been there supporting me, you know, throughout this stream, but also just whether it's during the World League season, for the last few years. It really means a lot. Like I said, the last 6 to 8 months have been really, really difficult, especially outside of GeoGuessr, so that I obviously haven't really talked about, but I just want to say massive thank you, you know, to you guys, and it really means a lot that you tune in, watch these streams. It keeps me going, and even, you know, during the tough days, it's always nice to stream and have some fun with you guys, and just trying to focus on the positives, you know. Even if it's the worst day in the world, there's something to look forward to, you know. And I just want to say thank you for just the kind words, the support. And like I say, sometimes I might have been a bit touchy or a bit over the top, might have reacted a bit too much to, you know, a message, you know, but, you know, just understand, like, it's been very hard, you know, to keep positive sometimes, and it's never really meant to be aimed at you, you know. It's sometimes just frustration or me being tired with what's been going on, but I just want to say thank you to you guys for being patient, dealing with whatever, and just being there, you know, because I don't really have many friends at home, and, you know, my family is awesome. They've been really supportive, and, you know, a lot of people try and assume things when they shouldn't as well with private stuff, but I'm in good hands with my family. Family's good, and I'm hoping to catch up with some mates, you know, who are you know, soon again, who I haven't caught up with for a long time, so, and that'll be great, you know. But I just want to say thank you for the support, and it means a lot. It does mean a lot, and just, yeah, this year, just be aware, like, it wasn't just GeoGuessr, there was other things going on, and I don't want to, I can't explain why, I don't want to explain why, it's very private, but I just want to say thank you, and for being here, and we'll keep going, and when I'm back, I'll try and be a better person too, as well. I feel like I could have been better this year, could have been more positive, I could have been, you know, dealt with things better, and I want to come back as positive, try and change that negative mindset to a positive mindset. And if one of you guys is having a rough day, I'll also try and do my best to try and, keep you happy, happy or motivated, or try and find a way to turn that negative energy into positive energy if we are able to, because obviously some days you're not going to be able to change. If you're having a shit day, you might be just having a shit day. But the thing is, you need to lock in with, if you want to do well in GeoGuessr, you've got to lock in, but also don't give yourself too much grief. There's so many things that are more important than that as well. Just because you have a bad day, you could have a good day another day. So, like I say, I'm known to take things too seriously sometimes, and I'm learning from that. That you guys know best, and I'm going to try and do better. But also, I think all of us here have probably taken the game too seriously at some point, where we could have just chilled out or took a break. And also listen to yourself. Why am I reacting negatively? What's actually causing this? Is this actually beneficial? Like, actually question whether it's actually helping you or not, and that might make you rethink how you react to certain things. And that's something I want to work on. But yeah, again, thank you very much, guys. I don't want to yap too much longer. I'll be back after my holiday, because this is the last time you'll hear from me till, I think, the 27th, probably. I think it's the 27th. Let me check. Yeah, probably the 27th, which is on the, not this month, next Monday, but the Monday after. So that's when I'll be back. And we'll be back, Jeffs. And I will do my very best to lock in. And also, more importantly, enjoy the game. Enjoy making content. And doing the best I can for myself, for you guys, and the community. And, either way, I think that's enough now. Thank you all for being here. And yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest as well. Obviously, some things I can't really explain, but hope you guys understand. And yep, let's find something to raid now. I'm going to end the YouTube, so thank you everyone who was watching on YouTube. It means a lot. I'll catch you guys soon.